there.
Everything's forced. It's
Now I know I'm on camera.
You're not even on camera. It's just me.
I'm on mic, which is like, probably worse.
The audio camera, you're right.
I mean, like, God, who cares what they look like? Who cares what people see? It's all about the ears, man.
It's all about the ears. It's all about looking at the ears.
Ooh, new webcam position I'm seeing here.
Yeah, I stuck it on my laptop because I hated that angle. It
I I gotta be honest. I like the new position. It's a little bit beneath you. I like it. It's very
yeah,
nice.
because it was last one was pretty much just like selling my widow's peak, and with like the length of hair and like the headphones, it just looked like a bald spot. I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm good, thanks.
And it also has the added benefit of we see more ceiling now. Your background's less fireplace.
It's true.
Big win.
For better or worse.
Better. I think it's a much better, cleaner background.
That's fair. I wasn't sure if the
What is this? Are
the
you working on an
fireplace
abstract piece?
added to the chill aesthetic or not.
Nice use of color.
I mean, I thought it was just like there's so much going on all the time. By the way, hi Peter, welcome.
I have pixie stick.
Thank goodness.
And bourbon, but we don't talk about that.
Nice. Peter's high on pixie sticks. Wyatt's high on whiskey.
That's an impressive house of cards.
You get high on alcohol?
Yeah.
It's a downer, I thought.
Technical high.
No, because right, alcohol's a downer, so not an upper.
In like a societal sense.
Oh well, man, we really are just right here at Painter Guy, huh?
Yeah.
There's like what this, and then one more stage, and then like the final stage.
There's this, and we climbed through the tower, and then there's one more stage. I think it's a boss fight and then a stage. And that's super short.
Yeah, I don't remember the ending much other than meat. I remember the ending having a lot of meat.
Yeah, there was the meat carnival. That was the thing.
Yeah.
The carnival of meat. Isn't that just Grinder?
Yeah.
Want me to go look for them?
Pretty much.
I must complete this tower.
Yes.
Gotta say, I do love the brightly colored outfits Raz has in this world.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
It's the only one with a costume change.
Huh.
Technical limitations, probably.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, you think the next game's gonna have like style changes between each world, since they'll actually have the ability to do that without breaking things?
I don't know. I don't know about style changes, but maybe like coloring or the fashion changes, possibly. Because
Man, and that beagle is not of this world.
look, man, he's just
I think most things in this world aren't of this world.
No, but like, look, everything else super big on the aesthetic. That beagle, that's just like a normal beagle head, right?
Playing cards around here.
His fur isn't like brightly colored designs or anything. He's just a beagle with a mustache.
yeah. Yeah, well, he's also got a sombrero.
And
Well,
a
those are
poncho.
clothes, okay?
Cards. You know
Yeah,
what they are?
yeah.
All right. Well, I do know about these
You know,
four
I can
queens.
be like in Germany, not from Germany, and still wear German clothes.
I don't know if that's
Those are
true.
exactly the cards I need. Where are they?
Forget about it.
Yeah.
That's
Be in
cultural
Germany.
appropriation.
And where Germany? I don't.
You're better off
How
just
do you wear
hanging out
German?
here and turning
Lederhosen.
teensy bit to the left.
Yeah. Just like kilts
Where did you say
are
those cards were again?
Scottish.
Forget about it. They're guarded by some.
You know, my
Where did you
brain
say
really
those
just
cards
did
were
not
again?
want to give me the answer there.
They're guarded by some pretty nasty characters.
Understandable. It's hard to think of anything related to German culture other than the Holocaust.
Wiener
Pink?
Schnitzel.
You know what? Yeah, I was about to say sausage.
Where did you say those cards were again?
I'll be
Sausage
real,
and beer.
Holocaust is kind of
And
like
beer.
number
That's
3 when
right.
it comes to
Yeah, unfortunate.
sausage,
Well, if
Where did you
they,
say those
Um,
cards were again?
murder.
yeah, if they didn't want to be known for it, they shouldn't have done it in the first place.
Zach.
I think I just selected
Okay,
to say
I'm off.
speech decision like 3 times in a row.
That's what we call dedication.
Okay, I'm off.
Enjoy your new art there.
Have you ever watched the movie Beer Fest?
Beer Fest? No, I have not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect anyone to. It was like a late '90s, early 2000s comedy of like that era of like just really bad movies, right? And like this movie was not good. Let me preface it with that.
Yeah.
But it did have a few bits that were just absolute bangers, and people need to really just take notes from the absolute banger parts. Like one of the parts they did, they had a character, and they were like, yeah, he's our best man on our team. You know, he's the best character, yada yada. And then like that character dies, and they're like, oh no, what are we gonna do? He was like the best of our team. And then his twin shows up.
I need to scheme a
His
trunk
twin
tag
is the
for this
same
guy.
actor, wearing just a different shirt.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm better than my brother was. I'll join your team. And that's
What's that?
for the whole scenes to be even included in the movie. It doesn't move the plot forward at all. They did it all for that stupid joke. And more comedies need to take note.
You know what? Yeah. I would love to see more of that.
That sounds like some real Black Dynamite kind of comedy.
Man, Black Dynamite definitely has a lot of the bangers from Beer Fest are definitely the vibe of Black Dynamite.
Yeah.
Did they ever make a second Black Dynamite?
Maybe.
No, but they made an animated series.
Alright. Is it?
Like, just recently, I think Adult Swim decided,
Yeah.
we'll do that.
I think there was only like 10 episodes of that though.
Yeah.
It didn't do great. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
Me-
You-
I never watched it.
I mean, I don't know if you're like missing out on much. I don't know if it adds much to the world. I think it's enjoyable,
Yeah.
and it's an Adult Swim thing, so it's pretty accessible on the internet.
Okay, nice. Well, maybe check that out.
Definitely
I need to
recommend.
scheme a trunk tag for this guy.
It's definitely missing some of the feels that I think the Black Dynamite movie had.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it doesn't try as hard to be a comedy.
No.
I feel.
Yeah. I guess that's fair.
Well, alright, so like it definitely has funny parts and there's comedy, right? But like I think it's just Black Dynamite is played as a pure badass and he's not ever funny.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, the big thing in the movie was it wasn't really that much of a comedy it's supposed to be, but it was just funny because of the acting kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then they
Like-
tried to turn it into a comedy.
Like there was a few jokes in Black Dynamite and they're absolutely great, but most of it's just like delivery.
Yeah.
What are you doing in that window? What were you doing in that window?
Hiding.
Don't worry about it. I'm
so that I
just kinda-
don't get run over.
I don't know. There was a person with a flower, and they were telling you to come into their window, and then they shut it for a few minutes.
Well,
This game got away with some things, huh?
it sure did. I'm not gonna lie. Although I don't know if it was as much of a societal problem back then.
To
Oh,
just hop in
definitely not.
somebody's window and get it going.
For a kid to do that specifically. You got something you want to tell us, Peter?
I don't even know. I had a point, and then I started eating the pixie stick again. It's one of those jumbo ones too, so I've really gotta like tip it back and just deep throat the motherfucker.
Understandable. Sometimes you just gotta sit back and deep throat a motherfucker. It's just how it be.
The minutes in and we're already deep throating.
Have you ever had those candy cigarettes? I don't know if like this is just an experience only I've had.
For what?
Candy cigarettes.
Candy cigarettes, love them.
Wait, it's literally just like a stick of chalk, but it's made of sugar.
Yeah, it's so good. Like,
Yeah.
why aren't they more popular? I love them.
Well, so like I loved them, but like the only place I could ever find them growing up was at the smoke shop where my parents got their actual cigarettes.
Yeah, like they're at like reservation shops.
Yeah. And it got me thinking the other day. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, they were really brainwashing me to smoke cigarettes when I grew up.
Yeah, a lot of people were.
Especially saying it had the exact right ingredients where you could light it like a cigarette and it would burn down.
Wait, really?
If you did it right, yeah.
I am.
I guess that makes sense. It's mostly just sugar.
I was sort of thinking it was just sugar, so I didn't ever try to set it on fire because it wasn't dumb.
Oh, the second they told me it was sugar, I was like, sugar's flammable. And I put it in a lighter.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess.
If you want to be a little pyromaniac.
Wouldn't it just like drip off and melt though?
Peter, no.
I didn't say it was an exact replica, but it was close enough for a child to get the gist of it.
I think that would just deter you from cigarettes. You'd light it on fire and it would like drip hot sticky on you, and you'd be like, ah.
I mean, a lot of things drip hot sticky on you in life, and that doesn't deter many people.
I cannot even see you anymore. You are so tiny. I cannot even see
Talk
you
about this man.
Tiger wrestling mania.
Yeah.
He's got like a Frankenstein walk.
That's just how they be.
Crouching.
Yeah.
He lurching.
Now, is that body paint or a skin suit?
God, I hope it's a skin suit.
Now, maintain that it seems to match his legs, so if it's a skin suit, it's full body. If it's body paint, he's either not wearing pants or...
It's a skin suit.
Well, do
He's
you
supposed
think?
to be a luchador, right?
Yeah,
So he clearly has a mask on.
right.
Now, luchadors are also very well known to be shirtless, and I can see some nipples on there.
Yeah.
So I'm leaning towards he has like a mask and then just body paint and a belt.
See, I think this guy's problem isn't that his love didn't love him back. It was that he was a closet furry.
Oh my god, that's right. This is like some dude's inner manifestation. I was totally just caught up in the tiger guy.
I understand. You caught up in some tiger nipples. I get it.
It happens to the best of us,
Yeah.
and also you.
I am the worst of us. It's fine. I wonder if the next Psychonauts game is actually just gonna feature someone that's a furry.
closeted.
Yeah. Or like
I,
I need the purse tag here.
some kind of
might actually
Ken
have, like-
person.
They might actually have like someone who's like repressing parts of themselves like that.
Yeah.
That feels like definitely a theme they would tackle.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
And I feel like a lot of the themes and goals of this game are more accepted in today's society.
Yeah, I think that as long as you don't pay attention to like the cartoonization of like mentally ill people, then
Yeah, well, you know,
yeah,
you can't hit 100%.
that's fair. I mean, nowadays we still don't even pay that much attention to mentally ill people, so it's like, eh.
Yeah, what did they ever do for us?
Take away our rights.
I mean, so like there is like, yeah, it's like a cartoonization of people with mental illnesses, right? But I think it does a good job of showing that like none of these people are violent,
Yeah.
right? They have their psychoses, but it doesn't make them animals or monsters.
Right.
They just have issues they need help working through, or they have to work through in their own special way.
Yeah.
Except for the luchador, who was both an animal and, I presume, a monster in the sheets.
Well, that's it's certainly the way that whoever's dream this is made him.
You know what, you go off, Mr. Dream Man. I believe in you and your abilities to be the greatest furry luchador this nation's ever seen.
I believe in your ability to have sex with a furry luchador at some point.
We'll get there one day. That's for the Tijuana trip, right?
Yeah, genetic engineering will get us there someday.
Gotta go.
Be good.
We can hope.
We can
Thank
hope.
God. I felt like I was being looted.
Where does this even go? What am I even doing?
I think you're playing a video game.
Oh, since when?
I don't know. You're the one who turned it on.
Shit. Shit.
Ah, got him.
Got him.
Can't believe
Another
you
one.
would sneeze like that.
Hey, what?
It was a sneeze.
It was not a sneeze,
I felt
it was a
like I
cough.
being looted.
Ah, damn, I should pay more attention.
It's okay. You pay attention to your pixie stick.
Oh yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah, you do.
Why don't you set your pixie stick on fire, Peter?
Oh,
It's like, you know, it's just powdered sugar.
I don't think you should do that. Admittedly.
I'm going to respect your wishes exactly this one time and not set it on fire. I did, however, add the sentence, you should set your pixie stick on fire, spit out an entire mouthful of pixie dust all over myself.
Woof. Maybe
And I'm
alcohol.
convinced I can get a certain spray.
Maybe alcohol and pixie sticks don't match up.
Oh shit, I have alcohol too. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm saving my drinking for tomorrow.
And I shall as well. We're
don't-
gonna get streamed so.
Yeah. I kind of want to do League drunk, but like most people watch League for good plays. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that drunk.
Nah.
We'll watch League for good plays, and why would they ever watch you play League, man? I don't.
Fight me one-on-one.
Get him.
In League? Doesn't sound that hard.
No, in League, not IRL. I can't do that. You would win.
This dude's trying to beat you up. You just gonna let him do that?
I don't know, he's got really big nipples. I might just.
And your point?
Yeah, no, I mean that fart
No.
smell.
That's fear.
So this guy's inner animals are a tiger, a bull, a dragon, and more.
Bombs laid eggs.
He got like all the badass picks.
Yeah?
Why doesn't he have like the dinky rabbit or something?
Because
Not
rabbits
the
don't
fucking
turn him on.
Well, this just confirms that he does. We can guarantee he does not fuck like a rabbit.
No.
Just a bull, a tiger, and a dragon.
Yes.
Is this some kind of trick?
Whoa. Well, he's doing some hovering stuff.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I don't. The first one was doing a Frankenstein walk, which like it kind of worked for him. I don't like this one's walk. It's got like he's got like a womble.
You know, like he's barely able to stand.
No, it's like his whole body is a ball and his limbs are just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at least with the Frankenstein walk, he had some like sense of direction.
Kind of trick.
But this is just like a mildly threatening amble.
Yeah. I remember the first time I played this, I had like a hard time figuring out the way to dodge all their moves.
You hear that?
But now I just realize you can just turn invisible and they just miss. Alright, guess easy mode, sure.
Boy, has an inner farm. Yeah, he do.
You do have an inner farm. Or like an inner, like, exotic zoo. It's got a dragon, a bull,
Man, I can still smell that.
Tiger.
tiger,
This
that's
man
right.
does not obey exotic animal laws.
No, not at all.
What's his final one? I forget. It's the
Phoenix?
eagle?
Eagle? Yeah.
That's probably an eagle.
Oh, and then there's snake.
A snake?
Snake.
How's a snake gonna walk? He has arms.
I don't know.
And also legs.
Man, like, holy shit.
You know, maybe he just moves through vibes. Oh, there's that one right there.
Those are the lawyers from the one guy teacher's brain, right? They just remodeled, reskinned.
No, they didn't. Well, they didn't really reskin them. They're just glowing now.
Ah.
Yeah.
Is there an explanation why they're in his brain as well?
Those are just sensors, apparently. So they just look the same for everyone, I guess.
Oh, I thought they were. I guess my memory is wrong. I thought they were like literally just in the one nerd guy's brain because he's a nerd and his whole brain's like a filing cube, Rubik's cube filing compartment.
No. I mean, I
Like,
wouldn't
of
be
course.
surprised.
That guy's inner demons are lawyers, you know.
Yeah. He's
Yes, run from the
he's just like he's like the secret supervillain in putting all of his lawyers into everyone else's brain so that they'll pay him money.
Imagine being a lawyer. Like, how disgusting.
Couldn't be me.
Well, you say disgusting, but now think of this: attorney.
Ace Attorney? Phoenix Wright?
Ace Ventura, pet detective.
That detective, you're right. How could you say that about...
See, you're missing a lot out on not being a lawyer, Peter.
I'm missing out on having no human morals.
on earning a living wage.
Yeah. Who who cares about that? That's just like half of the American dream.
It's just propaganda.
I thought that was like 80 to 90% of the American dream was like
The
making a
American
bunch of
dream is
money.
for people who can sleep, okay?
Fair enough.
When did the American dream start?
Uh, which one?
50s?
Like when did we start going out here saying, "Yeah, come to America. All immigrants can become wealthy, successful people." Because I'm
And
thinking back through history and like, man, I don't remember a lot of times in our country where we were like cool with immigration.
I think it was like just the beginning and like barely that, in all
we
honesty.
had we had a bunch of like, hey, we like new people for a limited amount of time. This is our new country just opening now. Buy one get 2 acres free. We'll even allow the Irish in, you know.
Well, maybe you can write it off on your taxes.
And
as a
that lasted
loss.
for about 10 years, and then
Catastrophic
everybody
loss.
remembered they hated
Don't
the
tell
Irish.
anyone who paid you.
Yeah, they sure did.
And then for some reason we did it again in the 1800s to
Well,
the same
maybe you can
effect.
write it off on your taxes as a loss. Catastrophic loss.
Yeah. Hey, we don't like anybody being in our country, really.
Yeah. We learned real quick, we cause enough of our own problems.
Yeah.
We don't need to let the British back in.
I don't think there's any American that Americans want in their country. If I'm
Not
being
a single
entirely
one, I
honest.
can guarantee it.
Well, trying to think. Bob Ross, American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't want him.
I'm thinking like all of like the world's like very classically considered nice, genuinely like peaceful, nice people are Americans, right? Like Bob Ross, what's his face, Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, but there were still Americans that didn't want them to be sending out those messages.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, but like, come on, don't just bash. You know, look, we're not like a great
Well,
country. I'll never say that, but don't kick America while we're down. We're
I
always
have it-
down,
we,
so don't kick
we
us.
are.
Bob
It's
Ross
true.
is just a normal, decent human being. And the fact that we put him on such a high pedestal speaks more for how bad of a people we are than how good of a person he was.
Yeah. I.
Here, what did I just say about kicking us while we're down?
Look, I don't have much arm strength. I take my calf kicks when I get them.
It's the only way he can win.
Yeah, I love the bull bed.
What about that thing where it's like America has invented nothing? What and like what are the things America actually has invented? Can you think of anything of note we've invented beyond the internet?
And anything Thomas Edison, really.
Peanut butter.
Okay, but can we? But like,
Peanut butter. yeah,
peanut butter, that's a big win.
He'll kill me, but we'll take it.
Yeah.
America invented depression. Got you there.
Yeah,
Got him.
I think America invented everyone's depression.
Yeah. Quite a few.
The at least the great one.
The greatest of the depressions, yes.
No, I actually blame the Irish for that one too.
They blame the Irish.
Yeah.
Come on now, leave the Irish out of this.
Never. I see an opportunity, I take it.
They've been tortured enough.
We got good glizzies.
Oh god, we do got good glizzies. You're right.
Thank God for Uncle Donut. Really,
Wait, did we?
almost forgot.
No,
about
we didn't invent donuts. That was like an Italian thing.
Yeah, but we
Italian
can
donuts,
claim
so-
we did.
We definitely made the best donuts, right?
Sure. We can lie. I mean, we probably added about 20 times more sugar than the Italians made it with, so we can probably give us a win there.
Yeah.
I see Roxanary's saying here that we invented police brutality. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we invented it, but we definitely brought it
Definitely
back.
institutionalized it.
Yeah, yeah.
But who were the first police brutality?
Well, probably like ancient societies, like
Yeah.
whoever made the Code of Hammurabi, right? Because
Yeah.
wasn't that like the whole deal of the Code of Hammurabi in
Yeah, but that wasn't
Mesopotamia
police
was
that were
like people
supposed
were
to
like
do it.
tired of the cops pulling them over and like they'd be like, I don't know what the law is, officer, and the cop would be like, sucks for you.
It's true. That is
Man, that
exactly what cops said.
And then whoever Hammurabi was like, all right, I hope you guys can read because I'm putting all the laws on this one wall.
Yeah.
and then somebody probably pissed on it.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine tons of people pissed on it.
I probably would have.
Damn right. I wish I could piss on the law like that.
Yeah.
Imagine how many like sacred old statues we have in museums are just covered in old world graffiti and pee.
You're right.
Like this was a statue of a great king, right? But like his people, you know, you always have those rambunctious youths who like one day are like a little drunk and they look at the statue of the king and they're like, I'm gonna piss on his face.
And with your help, we can add more to that.
With your help, we can finally eliminate Virginia.
Which
I
one?
knew we were gonna say virginity.
No, no, no. What do you think I am? Some kind of monster?
Some kind of sex-addicted monster.
All I'm saying is for a large part of America's history, Virginia has slowly claimed less and less land in our country.
Have they?
Yeah. Because the way colonies were set out, they were like, here's a big chunk of land, take a lot of it, then split it up later, right? So originally Virginia reached from here to like halfway across like the Louisiana Purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Then 2 years later they're like, no, we got more colonies now. You're smaller. Then they did it again. They did it again. They did it again. And now it's tiny.
As
And
it
it's 2
should
of
be.
them. And with a small donation of $10.95 a day, you too could eliminate Virginia.
Could make Virginia smaller. Finally translate all of the old writing on a wall and it's just something like Julius licks genitals. You know what? That humans have been comedically horny throughout all of the ages.
Yeah.
Isn't, like the oldest graffiti we found, like just some Viking writing that he had a big penis on some Catholic church.
Yeah.
And he's just like, Hod was here. He has a big pee-pee.
My thing is, Julius Kicks genitals is definitely a thing. Because Hadrian's Wall has so many dicks on it.
Yeah. That's how you know they were going through a good time in societies when they have a shit ton of writing about dicks on walls.
You know how in like Greek society they were all like, oh, tiny pee-pee means you're smart and big pee-pee means you're dumb. And like they made all their statues of great people with tiny pee-pees. Do you ever
Yeah.
think there was other societies that like looked at Greek society and they were like, wow, what a bunch of tiny dick losers?
Yes.
Like, do you
Oh,
think
absolutely.
that was like the old world stereotype was that Greeks had small penises?
Probably.
Like, if you were in Egypt, you were like, yeah, we trade with the Greeks. They're a bunch of weirdos. They got really tiny penises. And they really like it.
Yeah, they got some weird thing for small dicks. I don't know, I'm not gonna judge them, but sheesh.
Imagine institutionalizing accepting men's genitalia for whatever size they are, and not by some kind of stereotype.
Yeah. I mean, also, Egypt had a bunch of people fucking Greek people all the time, so I don't know if they
Yeah.
really talked shit about us for it.
All right, well, maybe the Egyptians weren't talking crap about it, but like,
Somebody was.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Germans, whatever the Germans were back then.
I can almost guarantee they didn't know what a Greek was.
Yeah, probably not. Not gonna lie.
They sure as hell knew what a Roman was.
Egyptians like himbos, apparently. I believe that. Who doesn't?
They got all up in Mark Antony's shit, and he was the dumbest Roman I ever seen.
And that is true.
Can you imagine a culture that doesn't value himbos?
Right?
Not one worth living in.
God damn.
Snatched away from the smexy times.
Wait,
I know.
wait, Eli, can you go look at the posters on that wall?
This one?
Dingo.
Bingo.
Dingo.
Screen cap that. I want a dingo car decal.
Dingo en flagrande.
That poster, he has a huge ass chin.
You do. That's how you know he's hot.
Can you imagine, like, just someone with that kind of huge ass chin in real life? They wouldn't be able to talk or eat because they'd be moving around so much muscle mass and bone with their, like, jabber.
With their jabber.
Yeah, because they got, like, 5 pounds of chin just hanging off.
Well,
It's horrifying.
some people are into it.
What do you mean into it? Who's into, like, a freakishly long chin?
I don't know.
Animator
Peter.
for
I can understand, like, other body parts being, like, freakishly extended in some degrees, right? But, like, what's a chin? What are you gonna do with a chin?
Rub your dick on it.
He's got that cleft chin, if you know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Dingo, the Matador.
Someone's childhood crush has to be the Crimson Chin. You're right.
I never thought of that. Shit. I feel
Well, the
real
Crimson
bad for
Chin
that
is just
person.
based off of
Which is weird because I'm only 10.
Adam West, right?
I think so.
Adam
yeah.
West Batman? Or wait, no, Adam West Batman was just an actual character in the Fairly Odd Parents. That's right. He played an actual actor in the Fairly Odd Parents who used to play Catman, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And the Crimson Chin was their Superman.
Yeah.
Man, Butch Hartman.
I mean, Crimson Chin was definitely based off of something. I don't know what. But, like, it probably wouldn't have been there if not.
I think, and this is just me brain, and he
Mhm.
might be based off of a chin.
The what?
The Chin Man is based off of a chin.
You're right. Now, why wouldn't I think of that?
I don't know.
How much have you had to drink tonight, Peter?
Not that much. I also may have just woken up. Like,
Timmy Turner is definitely a DC kid.
before this.
Yes, I agree.
He doesn't have the stones to read a Marvel comic.
Ooh, calling.
He's
Ow.
just a... He's just some DC cuck.
Can't get a good grip.
I mean, like, you look at how he is in, like, his friend groups, right? He's, like, one of the non-popular kids, but, like, he's also not, like, much of a loser or a nerd. He's just sort of, like, boring.
Yeah, that... Not... That's true. That's pretty much how I feel about most DC fans.
If you're a DC fan, you have no personality.
You're just a stick in the mud.
If you like DC, please just get a lobotomy. You might actually like the good
My
things.
lord, Peter. You gotta stand by that.
You're gonna die on that hill.
Die on the
I'm not
DC
gonna die on the
sucks
hill, but I'm definitely gonna have a party on it.
Fair.
Hamburger Hill 2.0, baby.
You got me there.
So many pointless American lives are going to be lost on this hill.
Peter holds with fingers, not remembering that people can't see him. I drank this many. Fair enough.
Look, I got to buy alcohol for the first time. I had fun.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. It's your birthday.
It is.
Yeah.
It is birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday for the next 19 minutes, Peter.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. It's yours now.
Yeah, can we get a happy birthday in chat for Peter?
No.
He deserves
You
it.
think I can read from this distance?
He deserves to suffer.
I unlocked an achievement. Look
Pick
at
up
those
the-
pansies. Nice.
Thank you, Uncle Donut. You understand.
Fuck you. Yeah. Think you can read with that many drinks?
Look, just because I'm about to take another swig. Shut.
Yeah. I think tomorrow I'm gonna have a Hades wine night. Oh, here's Tiger Man.
Yeah, I just think it's great that you took that ass kicking I handed to you and turned that defeat into
He got
something
no
positive.
ass for how like thick he is.
That's true. I mean, if you're into back muscles, he's got it for you.
Like, how's that belt staying on? There's just like nothing.
I
I think it's a fake belt. I think he actually has suspenders implanted underneath his flesh.
You're right. Yeah, I don't know what. It must be like the belly holding it up.
Honestly,
Mm,
he definitely has the perfect body shape for just falling on his back and not being able to get up.
He is a turtle.
Yeah, he definitely does remind me of a turtle. Ah, fuck. Oh, wait, bag here. God damn it. Hey. Look, man, I'm just adventuring.
I'm just a man having little man adventures, you know, with
Yeah,
my
no.
psycho powers.
Psycho.
I can kill people. Imagine a kid just like walks up to you and says, "I could explode your head," and you say, "Ha, yeah, right," and then he does it.
And then he just does it.
If he does it, then I really don't have to worry about much else after that, do I?
Yeah, that is probably exactly how Dogen got in here. That's the little stumpy man that has to climb stairs 2 feet at a time.
Oh boy.
Oh, we love Dogen.
We do love Dogen.
Look at all those exclamation marks.
Where was... I gotta talk to the Matador man. Just gotta remember where the hell I saw him. Oh. Hello, Mr. Bull.
Oh, are we fighting the eagle yet? No.
No, I wanna... I really wanna find Mr. Matador man, because I think he gives you something nice. Or he's got like an area specific mission. Squirrels. Yeah, Dogen do blow up squirrels. Like it's his pastime or something.
Well, good for him, you know? It's good to keep a hobby in these trying times.
It's true.
Gotta exercise those brain things.
Brain aneurysm powers.
Yeah. I was sitting there trying to think, like, brain muscles, but, like, the brain, no muscle. Right? The brain is
No
just...
muscle,
The brain
only
just
nerd.
tubes. It's just bad wiring.
For what?
Right?
What's happening?
The brain,
What,
it's just
It's
bad
no muscle.
wiring.
the brain is a result of bad wiring?
It's just a clump of bad wires.
You want an autograph? I don't
Right?
just hand those
Kind
out.
of.
And
I
that's a
mean,
good lesson for you. Anticipate
it's a
the
little more
disappointment.
multi-dimensional
I'm the
than just
greatest
wires.
bullfighter who's ever
No,
lived. Yet
it's
my
just
upcoming match
pasta.
against the town
It's
hall has
pasta,
received
you're right.
virtually no
Electric
marketing
pasta.
support. A
Yeah, you
towering
know, and
advertisement was supposed
like
to have been
wires,
painted
the
just
brain is
outside
useless
my
if you're
window.
not inputting
But as you can
something,
see, the
right?
job hasn't even been started.
I
Exactly.
think that bull is trampling anyone who tries to paint on the wall.
Hey, so
Maybe you
I gotta
can
say,
stop it.
this Matador, he looked a lot better in the posters, even though his chin was 10 times as big in them.
You want me to fight you on the street
Yeah.
in front of one dog and one child wearing a crude towel boy this
I mean,
In real life,
That's it
he
there,
have
buddy.
an eggplant
Here's a
head.
bet.
That's true.
You go get
I
that
mean, to be
billboard
fair,
printed and I'll reward you handsomely, which is how I do it.
I think his chin is probably the most ass
In
anyone
advance,
in this
I'll
level
give you one of
has.
my secret weapons. Use it if anyone gets stuck.
Yeah, I think that's like, you know.
Stole the wrestler's ass!
He did! He stole all of their asses and put them on his face. Now I have all the
Yes.
moves.
What was his move? Confusion?
Confusion, yeah.
Oh, you just chuck a question mark at someone's face. Yeah, that probably confused me.
Yeah, like, what the
I gotta say, if you threw a rock at my head, that'd probably confuse me.
Yeah. In all honesty, yeah. Which way is he coming from? Oh. Okay, how do I...
Oh,
It's streamer time.
ShamWow.
Hey,
Shamrock,
here's the plan. Maybe I can distract the
Okay,
bull while
so
you...
this I can see from.
Maybe it's so crazy.
Come on, you're a bulldog.
It's time for the
Show some
second season of
backbone.
Dragon Ball Eli.
Shamrock Shakes won't be back in season for like another month or two.
Yeah.
I love Shamrock Shakes.
Why'd you get my hopes up about Shamrock Shakes?
Hey, I also really miss Shamrock Shakes.
Go, boy!
Oh, blame yourself for getting overly
No.
excited for a knockoff Arby's mint chocolate chip shake.
Go, boy!
Look, I don't care where it's from. Like, I say Shamrock Shake just because that's like what everyone knows, right?
Yeah.
But like, let's also be honest. Nothing has the same look as the McDonald's Shamrock Shake. That
true.
mint Arby's shake might like taste better or taste the same, whatever. I don't care. It doesn't like look like I'm drinking grass.
Sugared grass.
But it's so good, so much better.
It's true.
I don't know why
Arby's.
sugared grass actually kind of sounds pretty good right now.
I think that's just because you're drinking whiskey.
You think sugared some sweet grass would go good with whiskey? Is that the new vegan meal?
No, I think it's just deleted your taste buds.
Nice.
Or crossed your fragile brain wires.
Well, I imagine like sweet grass probably has to taste like clovers, right? If you've ever had clovers.
No, I have not.
Go, boy!
What?
No, fucking shouldn't be that hard for you to get some. They're out in your yard.
Are you asking me to eat grass?
No, I'm asking you to eat clovers. Clovers are edible. They're like really good.
No, I know I should be paying attention to what you're saying, but this bull is standing on its hind
Yeah,
legs.
I don't know what's going on here. It's horrifying. I'm realizing the bull has little booties as well.
Yeah,
You know, your advice didn't
that's what he
work.
does when he's confused.
Then here's some new advice. I don't know what you're talking about.
How about that reward?
Do you also stand on your tippy toes when you're confused?
A little bit,
Hold on,
yeah.
Frank,
Yeah,
still paint a
yeah.
beer gut on that poster out there.
I also
Alright, here,
wave
take
to
this. But I
everyone in
warn
the
you, I won't
stands.
be able to sign it.
Oh yeah, that's gives you an extra life.
You should
Oh.
really go out there and stop that bull.
Elodio and I will fight someday in the ring, and he will die.
So you really are just stealing parts of this guy's brain, right?
Yes.
And making them your own.
The Psychonauts are a parasitic species. There's edible Easter grass? I don't...
Yeah, it's like they make it out of sugar. They like literally just spin sugar into like a wire and cut it.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad people aren't trying to make dishes with grass.
The thing is, they have fake plastic versions that looks exactly the same, and it's used in a lot of the same stuff where like you'll put the eggs in it, right?
Yeah.
And my grandmother would always get a mix of the sugar candy and then also the plastic. And it was like, why? Why is this basket edible and that one not? Why would you torture me like this?
Why would you do that? Yeah, that's just the Twitter cake challenge.
I'm a psychonaut.
But with sugar grass.
Coach says your psycho girl crazy lack of focus.
My grandmother did want me to suffer. Can you think of many old people that don't want you to suffer a little bit? They think it's healthy.
Yeah.
It was like, here's a little bit of emotional abuse, and also go do this physically dangerous thing and have a Flintstones gummy. You're healthy.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, give me those Flintstone gummies, boy.
You can't hurt me at all because the coach taught me how to concentrate on not.
Which, like, I won't lie, I still to this day I eat me a vitamin like every week, just 'cause like, I don't know, probably don't hurt. Grandma probably wasn't wrong. Probably don't hurt.
Yeah.
Probably big brain play.
So I gotta say, the Snake Man detaches only his head is probably the worst outcome.
Yeah, that was probably the worst possible snake thing you could do with this character.
It's the least snaky thing.
I mean, yes.
He could have detached any other body part. Snakes have heads.
They do, but they can also detach them.
No, they can't.
Are you telling me these people that made a video game about going inside people's
Look.
brains?
The only way snakes can detach their heads is the same way people can, and it's called a guillotine. And it don't usually come back on.
Guillotines.
I think we should see more of those.
School loser. Wait,
Me too.
who am I?
Who am I?
You
Well,
know, if guillotine wasn't the name for an execution device, it'd probably be like a pretty sweet, like, dish.
it's a pretty good song.
Is a song?
Yeah, yes, there's a song called Guillotine.
I don't know why I'm surprised.
Imagination. I cannot remember who it's by.
John Bellion and Travis Mendez?
That's the one.
I'm amazed I spelled guillotine right on the first try.
You know what? I am too. That's a hard one.
It's one of those stupid French words where they're just like, here's a bunch of letters you don't even think about when you say it.
It's literally just two L's in a row.
Oh,
We don't pronounce L's in French.
I get you going.
Sometimes you do.
How dare you even think about pronouncing it now? Ugh.
Yeah. What are you?
Je sais ugh.
Got him.
Ego.
What was
Eagle.
that thing where it was like someone put together a sentence, a French sentence, and it was like all the words where you barely pronounce anything, so it just comes out sounding like "Tifa Safa," and like that's the whole sentence.
Yeah.
Ah. French is about pretending half the alphabet doesn't exist and pronouncing the rest weirdly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the French actually have a language council? They have like a council of like wizard people that determine words for the language. I'm not making this up.
No, I believe it. But they're like,
They have silly outfits. They stand like they get into like a little council room and they decide words for things and like they'll decide how it's pronounced, what letters you use to spell it, and they'll also decide if it's a masculine or a feminine word.
I mean, Japan has the same thing.
Such a weird concept to have like a government body about language.
I mean, if America had one, our language probably would not be such a mess. As much of a mess as it is.
Look,
Or
partner,
it
if
would
you don't like the
somehow
way
be
me speak English, maybe go back to your country.
Fine, I will.
No, I will agree that there are some just horrendous accents in our nation. But like, you know, accents and dialect exist in every nation.
Yeah. And
It's horrifying, but
our language is also probably a
life.
mess to a lot of other people in other countries.
just all learn a modern day language that was made like Klingon.
We should all learn
Here you go,
Klingon. Klingon.
Because, like, Korean, right? That's like a modern language that was made with the intent of being easy for everyone to read and learn.
Yes.
Why don't we do that again?
Because we're not losers.
Like that, but better.
Because then that would mean that we are weak.
Yeah,
Americans would never do that.
we're winners.
We're winners. We grow our own
This one was
insurrectionists.
a real pain in the butt.
Damn right. Home grow those boys.
Don't lie. The only thing America grows is soy.
And domestic terrorists.
Oh, yeah. Two major exports.
yeah, yeah.
There you go, Edgar. The last card.
I don't know if the second one's like an export. That's sort of like a domestic.
No, it's an export. It's called
Yeah,
the
no, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Didn't think about it until you.
yeah.
Shout out to my soy boys. What is
Shout
a
out to
soy
all the
boy?
soy boys in the chat. You right.
What is? Oh, it's just an effeminate male.
Yeah,
Looks like you can
because
walk
that was
Okay.
like a 4chan, maybe a Reddit post that went around that said that any man that drinks soy is like gay or something.
Yeah. Yo, I've tried those Soylent. Like, have you seen those things? The Soylent bottles.
Yeah,
I tried one that was like it was like vanilla. I couldn't get over the mouthfeel.
yeah.
It felt like I was drinking paint.
Why would you know what that feels like?
You're telling me you don't?
Are you telling me you've never had that moment as a dumb child where there was a can of clear white liquid that looked like milk?
He just won't let me.
No.
What?
Tell me, how did you kill him?
Kill who?
Oh dear.
I guess you're missing out.
I didn't.
But either way, Soylent felt like it tasted fine, but it felt like paint. It was kind of gritty, way too silky, and I just couldn't get over that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very fair.
Like, if it didn't feel like that, like, I don't know, if it was more liquidy or more solid, then I definitely probably could have just lived off of Soylent for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I get that.
We'll say, I have to say though, Soylent is the worst name they could have picked for that.
Well, I think they chose it for that reason because Soylent definitely came out.
Yeah, I know they chose it for that reason. I disagree with it. I
I'm here
disagree with the reasoning.
for my Soylent Green homeboys. Who else eating the homeless out here?
The rich, apparently.
Damn, let's eat the rich too. Let's just eat them all.
Yeah.
The homeless, the rich, only the middle class is left.
Oh, is that our utopian future where like the second someone achieves too much in society via like on the backs of the working class, they get abducted by the government and turned into Soylent?
Yes.
What's up with the junior?
Except it also happens to the homeless as well.
Give me a G.
But only the middle class exists.
Yes.
I think we've just created another standard dystopia.
Americans are good at that.
You want somebody dead, so you just donate half your life savings to them to put them over the limit.
He never learns.
That is the only person with something that might be considered an ass in this level. And it was so sad.
It's funny that all of his ass is on his face.
Yeah.
It's kind of screwed up that you were helping his inner demons kill him for a minute there.
Yeah.
Like you were assisting in psychic death, ego death. Is that what they'd call that?
Probably.
I mean, that's just like life, though, you know?
That do be how life is.
Sometimes you just gotta blow up a person's mental interior.
Gotta break you down so we can start fresh again. And I'm just a breaker, you know. I'm just a kid. I'm gonna break everything in your brain. Someone else is gonna have to put you together, man.
Yeah, you know, maybe it's just easier to fix that way.
Everywhere else Zarek goes, he's just breaking people's mental barriers down, stealing a little bit of their brain power for himself, and then going, I have a good day.
Yep. I'll be taking this, thank you.
When you smoked salvia, you experienced ego death. What's salvia like? I've heard a lot about that. That's like the crazy one that they always do on the drug shows. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you're going, welcome to the jungle, you're gonna fucking die.
No, I mean like the show, like the what's his name, Pharmacopoeia, where like every episode he just does a bunch of drugs and then experiences it and then tells you the viewer how it felt. Like that's some quality TV right there.
I have never watched it, but that sounds like an interesting experience.
It didn't have a very long run.
I wonder why.
But basically, he would go around the country and he would take exotic drugs and he'd get super high and they would record the entire thing so you could see how it felt, and then he would explain and describe how the high felt. He'd compare it and he'd be like, yeah, that was a pretty good high, yada yada, I felt like this. Hard to explain. And then sometimes you'd get like these cool slice of life things, like this one guy who was making this drug, but he didn't make the drug because he liked to make drugs and sell them. He just made the drugs because he liked chemistry, and selling it to people was just like a good way to pay for his hobby.
Why does that just sound like McAfee all over again?
Like who? Like what?
McAfee. You know, like the computer security thing?
Oh.
The guy who made that also took his giant multi-million fortune and decided, I'm going to make drugs. and then just went to a private island and started inventing new drugs.
You may also hand him my farewell.
Chemistry just be kind of fun for some people.
Yeah.
Unchained my mind.
I mean, some people like to do it for like making medicine or
No.
No bull?
nah.
You make light of my mental.
Nah, this guy's just straight up insane. Like,
Amazing.
We're all about that MK Ultra program using chemicals to control people's brains.
We have so many
Hell
of
yeah.
those. Like just in like the past 20, 40 years, there are so many.
Greetings, Dr. Laporta. Up to the secret
Just
laboratory then, is it?
really
One moment. You're not
fucked up experiments that we do on our own people without telling them about
but
it.
I would recognize the mad doctor
Yeah,
everywhere.
for
He's got
sure.
a stone cold
You melt
face.
into everything and
Doesn't easily
disappear
forget.
till it's just
He wears a
visuals.
beastly
Then you
smock,
come back and
covered
have to
in
remember
thick
your name and
straps
shit.
like an electric chair. And in the place
There's
where his
new
hand
Hamilton's
should be,
Pharmacopoeia that
there's
just came out.
nothing but a gleaming
Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia. Yeah, that's the show I'm thinking of.
Ah.
That's cool that it's it's still running. I remember there was like a big gap at the very least.
Hmm. Yeah, well, I figure you gotta take some health breaks for something like that.
Oh, yeah, probably.
nah, that's for cowards. We're just gonna go ahead and
Greetings,
It-
Dr.
Heroin
that
right
show,
off
you have to think about it for that show though. They really had to find the right guy.
Hmm.
Like they gotta find a guy who's willing to do like just about any drug, but also someone that's not like horribly addicted and unable to like perform,
Chief Orderly
Hmm.
right?
You gotta find that dude that's just like, fuck it. Hit me with it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, there's probably plenty of people
Up in the tower.
desperate enough in America.
Wearing a
Oh well,
talking to myself.
okay.
I
Go
mean,
and like
hmm.
Things I do for Lily's Port
get
Qualified.
any American. It's gotta be a privileged American.
Yeah, he's gotta have a good face for TV.
Can't
It's
just
fair.
let anybody do drugs on TV. Ugh. You gonna teach people that it can be used recreationally or something.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah,
get a
we can't
porn actor to do
portray that it's okay for the poor to do drugs.
Yeah, right.
Only the rich can be portrayed doing drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I figure you could probably pay a porn actor to do it. Just get him to act better.
I mean, then you
Sure.
gotta have like someone who can act while they're high off their ass.
I mean, that's
I'm pretty sure
I mean,
that's most of them.
yeah, that's what a lot of porn actors do. I'm pretty sure.
You know, I know my friend, he took acid once, just once. He always, every single time, any sort of drugs are brought up, he's just like, yeah, I saw a new color when I was high on acid. And I can't explain it or experience it ever again. Dude, you didn't see a new color. Your eyes didn't, like, open up and see a new color. Your brain just tricked you.
Your brain just didn't recognize a color you already knew. And that's it.
Let
Like,
the
shut
man
up
have
about
his
it.
new colors, damn it.
No, I'm tired of it.
Let him have
He
his
brings
way.
it up way too much. Like,
Well-
okay, you did acid once. You ain't cool, man.
So I grew a whole new color receptor, you're right.
Yeah.
That's what acid does.
My eyes fucking exploded and regrew in their like,
Really is just your brain was inhibited in such a way that when it was trying to read purple or something, it was like, ah, wait, what is that again?
Wait, hold on.
Let me check my notes.
I think
don't got
know this
nothing.
one. I think I know this one. Don't got it.
And then he can't think of the color again because, oh my god, when his brain tries to go back to the memory, it actually is just purple.
Whoa.
Imagine that. Purple.
Yeah.
purple's a good color.
Purple's not a real color.
It's true.
You can remove yourself from my friends list.
You fucking art snob.
No, have you heard about this? It's like our brain just makes up most colors.
Yeah.
Like most of the visible spectrum of light is just red, green, yellow, and then everything else our brain is just like, well, it can't be red, green, or yellow.
Well, yeah. Did you not know that's like? I thought that was just a commonly known thing.
I know, I
But
found out
in,
about this very recently. Fucking it blew my mind.
yeah, most languages don't figure out how to add in the color blue till like centuries into their existence.
Damn. Yeah, that's
And
Imagine being a
but like
Greek.
purple was supposed to be like the fakest color
Mhm.
because it's in between red and blue, right? It's
Mhm.
like perfectly in between them. And then your brain's like, all right, what's in between red and blue? Green. And it's like, whoa, wait. It can't be green. Like half the shit on Earth is green.
Yeah.
Make it not green.
Yeah, they did a study in a lot of like those small like rural African tribes that are still like in tribal societies, not
Yeah.
that they would give a piece of paper with 8 colored circles. 7 of them would be different shades of green, and 1 of them would be blue.
Hmm.
And like 8 times out of 10, they just called the blue one green, but they had different names for all the different shades of green there.
Hmm.
Because colors aren't real.
Well, I mean, blue's a real color.
Yeah.
Barely.
Do you think it's
No.
just like a majority of people are blue-green colorblind?
It could be that.
I
It could
bet.
also just be like you don't really have a whole lot of use for blue if you're like out in the middle of the savannah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is also true. I wish I could see. Okay. It's too dark.
Like, you know, like how orange used to just be red because there just wasn't enough orange or red things in life to differentiate the colors that great.
Yeah.
You know, you just say red for everything that's between yellow and green. Or no, not yellow and green. What was it? Yellow and purple? Yeah.
I can't think in circles like that. I don't. That's too advanced.
Both of you two assume I can think.
I'm the sober one here, and that's too. I can't do it.
Too much responsibility.
As the sober one, I cannot be responsible for colors. Don't make me do it. I'll do all the math you want, but don't make me do colors.
You know, I hate how relatable that is, because my roommate is colorblind.
Oh no!
Can only see in a green and yellow spectrum.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I have an uncle who's like that super rare type of colorblind where shit just is black and white. And no one believes me on first glance of that, just like, oh, well, you mean like he's like can't see blue, right? He's like, no. Like legitimately. He gets stuck at a stoplight and he's like, green's on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Sure hope so.
And then there's always like he'll tell me about all the stories where he's like driving around like out of state and they have like those weird sideways stoplights and every time he runs into one he's just like, oh, fuck me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you said that and I was like trying to think of like which one's on the left or right and I'm like, hey,
Right?
I don't even know. And I'm able to see those colors.
Like red to be on the left, but like that's still like just kind of iffy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't think the people that have those even are like super sure what's supposed to be there. Like they just go up and hope for the best.
Colorblind people are fun.
They're fun.
Yeah, like, all right, I'm not colorblind, thank God.
Yeah.
My art's struggling enough.
Hmm.
But like, I had a friend in high school who like we found out was colorblind because one day he came into school wearing like the most garish outfit, and we were like, "Dude, why are you wearing like green pants with like a bright blue shirt?" And he like looked down, he's like, "I'm wearing purple," or he's like, "I'm wearing blue on blue," and we were like, "Bro, that's green and purple."
Yeesh. Oh boy.
And we like had to get many people to point at his outfit and tell him what color because it totally was in line with us just screwing with him and be like, yeah, no, it's that's green on purple, man. You blind as shit.
Oh man. Oh, whose color theme is that? That's a.
Green
Is
and
that
purple.
Shaggy?
Green and brown is Shaggy.
Hmm.
Green and purple is Mardi Gras.
And the Hulk sometimes.
Yeah, and the Hulk sometimes. God, Bruce Banner had some real confidence wearing purple pants.
Look, man, he got his degree in science. He doesn't need to care about colors.
Bruce Banner was terrifying. Nerds should not have that much power.
They shouldn't. It's true. They don't know what to do with it. They get that much power and they're all like, okay, take it away from me now. That's like the first thing that Bruce Banner wanted to do with that power. Was just get rid of it. Like he didn't even want to try having fun with it for a little bit.
He didn't even.
Coward.
I wonder why Bruce Banner never wore sweatpants.
I feel like that's probably what he like learned to do later on.
They never show it. They always show him wearing blue jeans or like dress pants. Like that man knew he would explode out of those clothes, and he just like, well, I'm not sacrificing my outfits for it, or like my sense of style rather.
Yeah. They were afraid they'd have to show his cock print in the sweatpants.
What you're telling me is they've robbed us of yet another masterpiece.
They have.
Guarantee you though, the Hulk definitely has very tiny balls because he's like roided up, right?
Well, the thing is that it's radiation, though. It's not roids.
It's like gross cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he could have like super fat balls.
Oh my god, he's got uber balls.
He's got like macro-sized like genitals. Super fat balls, you're right. Oh.
I gotta say, this is a really distinct change from the very colorful, like Mexican cityscapes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we were in like a bright green summer camp at the beginning, and now we're just in this super depressing mental hospital. Insane asylum, rather.
Wouldn't be a summer camp if it wasn't next to a creepy derelict building where serial killers hide out.
It's true. Someone that is directly planning on harming students and campers. Oh my lord. Get away from me. Oh my god.
Really getting got by rats, man.
Look. That's just how rats be sometimes.
You got all that health, and you out here almost dying to rats.
Look, man, I got 10 lives.
It's
You
called
got-
plague.
You got psychic brain powers. You're losing to rats.
It's MLG, man. I lower my health to prove how OP I am.
Is that what they call that?
It is now.
I love these rooms in like fun houses where they just flip everything.
Yeah, where they fuck with the gravity and your perception and everything.
Like it's a very, like it doesn't. do much, but like it's just fun
Yeah.
to look at something upside down like that. It really do scratch an itch in the monkey brain.
They really do. And Chris is correct. Lowered health to 1 so you can prove you can do a no-hit run.
All right, well, think of this, man. You had to get hit to
Okay.
get to 1 health,
Yeah, well.
so you already lost. Gotcha, Chris. Mirror mazes are fun, Uncle Donut. You know what's fun? The funnest thing to do in a mirror maze is a game of tag.
Oh, God. You know what? Yeah, I can see it.
You get a couple good friends for that, and then you leave with a few concussions and a lot of happy memories. And maybe a very angry mirror maze employee who's like, "You can't be running into the mirrors like that."
Is that not what they're here for, sir?
Oh, I mean, they imagine that for you to like bump into them walking. They don't imagine that kids to be sprinting down these hallways full speed at their friend just to realize last second it's a mirror they're tackling.
If mirrors weren't meant to be tackled, they should not have depicted the human self.
I think putting these brains like everywhere.
You gotta put them somewhere. You got a giant rundown building with no actual rooms. You gotta kind of just put them wherever. Kiss that brain, you right. Isn't that how you get the cannibal disease? Is by eating human brains?
It's eating any human flesh.
Is it really?
Yeah. Humans don't like eating humans naturally.
Well, I think, you know what? Got a point.
That's how you get the crazy disease.
The
It's not like a disease. It's just like your body realizes it's eating human, and it's like, no,
bad.
spit that out.
Stop.
And then your own brain explodes. It's great.
I like how they keep trying to incorporate like the do the hang and swing and jump thing. And you can get over there easily, but I'm like, no, I can just use my anti-gravity ball. Why would I do anything else, friend?
Like in Kingsman Golden Circle. Is there cannibalism in Kingsman Golden Circle? I don't remember that being in King. Was there? I don't remember there being cannibalism in that movie, Chris. I remember there being Elton John in that movie.
It sure was in that movie. Oh yeah, they grinded that person. They had that meat grinder.
I don't remember this at all.
You didn't? That's where they had.
Was this from the sequel?
Yeah, that's where.
Okay, that explains it. Because the only parts of the sequel I remember is Elton John kicking people's ass.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the Golden Circle was the sequel.
And also that like really bad CGI of everyone paralyzed in the stadium from taking bad drugs. And the president was just like chilling on it, like, yes, we'll let all the drug addicts die.
I don't remember that one. Gotta be
That's
honest.
the same movie.
I know it's the same movie, but I just remember the meat grinder and Elton John more.
Well, at least we both got the Elton John part. That movie was a trip, though. Like, a definitely downgrade from the first one. I remember the first one all the way through.
Yeah.
Which I think is the most damning evidence.
I like the second one. It was definitely a lot more just fucking around. Like, not trying to build it up with certain serious moments. It was just like almost all comedy, except for that time when the people died. Because I definitely think a main character.
You know what
died in that
you know what I
one.
remember hating about that movie is they put in all the advertising for it that that one actor was gonna be like a main character in it. What's his name? The himbo, sexy guy. You know who I'm
What?
talking about?
Falling in the sky, asks
I
Chris.
gotta, I gotta look
Uh,
this up.
I think it's just like crumpled building pieces. Like
Ah,
this
giant
building is
rocks.
currently constantly falling apart.
Baby's brain just
Channing
Agent
Tatum.
Whiskey. Yeah.
They advertised in all their trailers that he was gonna be like a major character, like he was gonna be the number two. And then he literally is in the movie for 10 minutes.
Dogan Bull. I told you I'd get your brain back.
Yeah. Yeah. He. I would have liked seeing more of him. I can never complain.
Yes, Agent Whiskey.
Yeah.
No, not Agent Whiskey. That's Pedro Pascal. Channing Tatum played Agent Tequila.
Ah. I remember all of the American agents' names were just alcohol.
Yes, they did. The female agent that you're thinking of was Halle Berry. She's another big name actress. They advertised a lot in the trailers for the movie, and then she also only got like 10 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
Her code name was Ginger Ale.
Ginger ale?
Yep. Because she's a lady, so she doesn't get the hard alcohol name, I guess.
But like, ginger ale isn't even close to an alcoholic beverage.
Look, if they had another female agent, I'm sure her name would be Root Beer.
You're right. Let's be glad they didn't.
Honestly, their naming conventions really limited them.
I
Yeah.
want to get another pixie stick.
They could have like
Okay. So
12 agents at most.
yeah.
And then they had to start getting into weird mixed drink territory.
I wouldn't have minded that.
Agent Sex on the Beach.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. That would have been great. What are you talking about? Oh my god. Agent Virgin Screwdriver? Yeah.
I had an I have
don't-
an uncle.
I don't know if they would actually name any of the agents Virgin. Since they
They
were
definitely would.
But they were supposed. I mean, they would. But I feel like that'd be going against the naming scheme of alcoholic beverages. They're specifically the non-alcoholic version of them.
No, that would be like a rookie's name,
Oh, yeah.
right? The rookies would all be like if they have a sequel where it's just them, they'd have like Michael Cera, and he'd be like the rookie agent, and he'd be the Virgin Screwdriver.
You're right. It would be Michael Cera.
But I had an uncle. I have an uncle, and I had to stay in his room once when we were like visiting my I don't know, family. I was young, but it was at the time when my uncle was like in college, and he had like that a bunch of just like gross '90s college posters hanging up everywhere,
Yeah.
and one of them was all of those very dirty mixed drink names,
Ah, yeah.
and those got seared into my brain so hard.
Understandable. Those are some good names, in my opinion. There are some fun ones.
Like, I literally Googled it and was able to find the poster so quick.
I mean, I'm sure there are still plenty of college students that are actively looking for posters like that.
Yeah. Come on, Amazon, let me like actually read the poster. I ain't gonna buy this shit.
Yeesh.
Bite me. Imagine paying for information.
With a dirty drunk poster. Is it Peter? Does Peter have one, Don?
I definitely would buy Peter having a filthy, dirty drink poster.
Oh my lord. This.
I bet you Peter has one of those. Oh, his roommate.
Nah.
I was gonna say Peter probably has one of those like posters. It's like a blonde girl like on the hood of a car, right? And she's like wearing denim short shorts, and it's just like you don't know what the display is here, if it's the sexy lady or the car that she's sitting on.
Yeah.
Because that's all that guys love right now is cars and babes.
That is true.
God.
That is all that men ever think about. I can vouch for that as a gay man.
I've never understood car posters.
Neither have I, no honesty.
Like, I get the sexy lady posters. That's just like soft porn that's like somewhat socially acceptable to hang up in common places. Right?
It's actually socially applauded in a lot of places.
Yeah, but I don't understand, and I don't think I ever could, just looking at cars you can't afford and hanging those up on the wall.
Yeah.
To look at constantly and remind you of how you can't afford them.
Some people like it.
Babies on cars, cars on babes. You might want a lawyer.
I feel like people with the fancy car posters are like putting it there for like inspiration. Like someday I'll have enough money to get a car like this. Or they just think they look cool.
I mean, it's a kind of a neutral thing to put on your wall, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can just put a poster on your wall, and then people can't, like, really gauge much of your personality.
I mean, I'm sure car people could.
I mean, if car people look at the poster on your wall, they'll be, like, fucking mocking you for having a really rinky-dink Italian-designed car on your wall instead of, like, American steel.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. God, I don't get how people can be like superiority about things like cars.
Chris is asking if you're trying for 100%, Eli, and I don't... Are you?
I don't think so. Not really. I'm just getting my things.
I guess he was getting annoyed by how many attempts you were giving that one collectible.
Look, man, it was hard. Gotta fight for my title as a gamer.
I gotta ask why you pressed yourself against the window like that instead of just going on that platform outside where you can see the chair much more easily, like the game designed.
Well, I wanted to be closer to the door.
Because you're a coward?
Hey, Peter.
I didn't get a pixie stick. I was distracted by chocolate.
We don't
Yo,
use
someone
the
has
C
a
word here.
recreation of the DeLorean. That's the only kind of car love that you can have, and then I'll accept.
That's
like,
a little biased.
Like having cars from like movies.
Okay.
Those are the only acceptable ones.
Yeah, that's fair.
Are you telling me old car appreciation is illegal now?
Yeah.
Okay, old car. That's like you can like have those, but like don't be a dick about it.
Like I just want a model.
But you can be a dick about your movie cars. I'll allow that.
Why? You're allowed to have.
Do you have any idea how much money you have to pour into a custom car? Like, do you know how much I'd kill for a custom Akira bike? I don't know how to ride a bike.
You're not
and
wrong.
I'd kill for a custom Akira bike.
Yeah, you know what? That's
It's just
fair.
so cool.
I really just want the full Akira outfit. Like, he knew what he was doing when he put that outfit.
Oh,
on the
dude,
bike.
yeah, Akira, he had the looks. He was serving them.
That's true.
Yeah.
He was slaying, if you will.
Like, there's a reason he was the leader of the gang. And it weren't because he was smart, because he was not smart.
And it certainly probably wasn't the psychic drugs.
No,
He didn't
no,
take
no,
the
no.
psychic drugs.
Exactly.
Actually, none of them took psychic drugs. The other
Mm-hmm.
kid literally just ran into another psychic and it triggered his brain.
Yep.
Yeah.
God, how much does that cost? Imagine if that happened in this game. You're just some unknown psychic. You don't even use your psychic powers. You don't know you have them. Raz pops up and your head just goes, what?
You're like, it throws a door on your head, and you're like, what the fuck? And then you just go, Giga Brain.
You no longer have sense. I'm going to put the rest of my pixie stick in the soda pop.
Why?
Because I think it would be good.
Fair, I guess.
Ooh, too much.
Alright, I really have to use the restroom, so I will be right back.
Okay, I will
Don't pause
stay.
the game. Leave us with like a display of the coast. Let me see that water.
You don't want to see your beautiful artwork?
Well, no, actually, because I don't consider it beautiful.
Well, then make prettier ones.
That requires effort.
Do it. Okay, I'll be back.
Bye. Don't die.
You didn't even put on the pause screen.
There is no pixie stick in this ginger ale.
How is it?
I'm not going to try it until Eli gets back,
Why?
but I'm excited to suffer.
Peter, we're on stream right now. Go ahead and try it.
Nah, you gotta build the anticipation. You gotta give him a reason to want Eli to come back.
No.
Yeah, you're
No,
right. I'm
yeah, we
stream
can just pirates it. We can just take over the stream. This is us now. And our show is you drinking a horrible amalgamation.
Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. My God, that's delicious. That's actually very good.
The sugar isn't like sticking to your throat at all.
No.
Weird. I guess ginger ale is pretty low in sugar already, right?
Yeah. So I guess it would have enough like solvent ability left.
Yeah, you're just sweetening, making ginger ale more like normal sodas.
Delicious. Who's this?
This is Chris. Hello.
Hello.
How is
Did
it
not know
going?
you had access to this channel. We will be changing that momentarily.
That is all right.
Actually, I have no say over that. I just wanted to threaten you.
Why do you sound like you're talking through a tin can?
Oh, probably because my mic's really bad. I'm so sorry.
He's a tin man.
Gotta get you to the Emerald City so you can wish for a better mic.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's an actual wish that he probably could fulfill since he was a scam artist. Right? The great
Right.
wizard.
I am back. Hello.
Yeah, so I could just give you a mic.
Did he have electricity? And did he share it with anyone else?
Who?
Yes and no.
He had a hologram.
He had electricity. He did not share it.
What are we talking about?
The
The
great
Wizard
wizard.
of Oz.
Ah. That's a good question. No, I don't
Kind
think
of
he
a prick.
did.
Worthless. These brains are worthless, sugar. Just like the one in your
Well,
head.
okay. Let's think about it this way. In the movie that shows how the Wizard of Oz got there, we learn that he keeps all his modern day technology to himself because it's the only way that he can actually survive.
I squeeze 'em, I poke 'em,
Like,
I
he
twist
has
'em,
to
what
trick
else
the
to do
natives
to
into
them?
thinking he's a wizard, otherwise they'll literally kill him.
I should try my drill.
I don't know. I don't know if they'd kill him if he hadn't lied to them in the first
No
place.
matter what I do,
There was like literally a witch who was like, "I'm gonna kill you, great wizard," and he's just like, "Ah, jeez, I'm gonna set a bunch of fireworks up and make a pretend army." And she's like, "Oh my God, he's got actual magic. I'm gonna leave." And she left, and she's still out there, just waiting.
What? Why would he tell them he's a great wizard anyways?
Because he was a street magician.
Maybe he should have chosen a different profession.
In Kansas?
Yes. Herd cows like everyone else.
Also, the in-world universe, the in-universe thing for the Wizard of Oz is that there is a portal to Neverland, but it's only in Kansas.
That makes sense.
It's so lame.
Yeah.
Literally only lame people step into Oz.
So, can you explain this portal to me a little bit more? Is it like up in the air, like in the tornado?
It definitely
Or-
has to be up in the air.
When you're a dentist, you have to learn to have a sense of
Because you
humor.
only ever get there via
It
storm.
helps to calm the patients down.
Hmm.
Because I think the
you think
Wizard
anyone
of Oz,
dies
he
in
got
that?
there via just a normal storm. He didn't have a tornado.
But he was in a hot air balloon.
Yeah, exactly. So he didn't need a tornado to pick his house up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Always
Kansas
track which
is a no-fly
states-
zone.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just we blacked that out on the map.
Yeah.
We blacking out?
You will be.
Hopefully while not flying. Alright. I just wanted to come really and say hello and good night to everyone.
Okay.
So, good night.
Good night, Chris.
Hi and hello.
Welcome back to the thinking world.
Stop kissing brains, man. It's weird.
Look, he's already broken them out of jars and is manhandling them, kissing them. You know,
It's
really.
his reward.
That just
okay?
diseases
These brains
him.
aren't getting much more damaged by him kissing them.
I guess.
And he's just got like 12 brains sloshing around in his backpack right now.
Look,
It's for fun.
let him have his kinks, okay?
I need to regroup. Affirmative.
And like, I hope you like stuck those photos to the brains. Otherwise, you're gonna have a lot of fun
Yeah.
figuring out.
Yeah.
Not knowing who's what.
Like, you know, the second Dogen gets out of that body into someone else's, he's not gonna like give it back.
Yeah. No. Almost all of his existence is probably not fun. His brain don't work. His body don't
His-
work.
Leg don't be.
Leg don't exist. He's just here, man. He's just
In
fine.
terms of legs, we have no legs.
Got him, I guess.
Good. And then the oh my god.
Oh god, I forgot how creepy it was. They're all just sitting in there dead.
Yeah.
He's still in the and that's how the coach is planning.
Wow. Hey.
We're gonna be rebrained,
Well, when she comes out, she's gonna want to hit stuff.
and that's why we have to find.
That is
Oh, do we have to do this for every single kid?
They've all got their dialogue.
So that's who's been.
Oh, hey. He's waiting.
No. Is no. Yeah, gotcha. Hey, do you okay? Is making, and that is how I beat. I guess any.
This dialogue that you're just spamming through.
Do you want to read it?
I don't really know the answer.
I mean, they read it. We listen.
We don't listen. We talk over it.
You listen? What kind of
You'd have to be a
nerd
little
are
logical,
you? Like,
but the trick is to never let them see you.
What, you telling me you read, Peter?
I guess that's what those squirrels
you
were
think
trying
I have
to
the
tell me.
capability to pay attention to written words on a page for longer than 20 seconds? You are
They
sorely
kept
mistaken.
saying the tiny man is gonna kill everyone.
Dinosaurly
I
mistaken.
thought they were talking about me.
I like
You
that.
doing
Boy.
okay over there?
Apologize.
Yes, because you got your brain.
Look at this
stolen.
man with his
Yes.
no-ass legs.
He's wobbling and hobbling and shit.
You're wrong. Have fun.
God, I
Dinosaur.
hate the hair texture for him
And so that's what
so
happened.
much.
Yeah, it's like low polycon candy.
I mean, that is really, really
Like a
It's
piece
like
of broccoli.
what the best part
it's
is.
like a gross, stingy static.
Better go write that whole thing down before we all get killed.
And that's how I earned all
I
my
don't know how I feel about the term gross, stingy, static.
Stupid for throwing myself off the roof now.
Why?
I don't know, something about it, it just,
Poison didn't work.
it does not hit
I
right.
have to go.
You don't want
Oh, good. I wanted you to feel uncomfortable like that hair makes me feel.
I guess that makes sense now. Thank you for explaining yourself.
Better go.
I have succeeded in my efforts as a writer to make you experience my experience.
And I hate you for it. Good
Yeah.
job.
as you should.
Proud of you.
It is witchcraft.
You know, I gotta say, art for art. I don't like art that's like just like, I'm gonna make you feel uncomfortable for no reason other than I want you to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I hate when people are like, oh, it's so mind twisting, so innovative. Wow, such great
So
design.
fantastic, beautiful, marvelous.
Like having like an
Horrible.
actual class where we had to like read a story of like some kid and his sexual relationship with a Barbie doll.
Oh God. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, you do know what I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
good. I don't have to like talk about it and just right? That's such like I just hate that story.
Oh, it is awful. I will give you that.
Penis drawings are fine, Uncle Donut.
Penis drawings.
What I don't like is like just people like trying to be uncomfortable and edgy for the sake of like, look at me, I can be uncomfortable and edgy.
Do you think that's why people drew dicks on desks in high school?
I just love the mod view sentence, like in gray, like whispered. Ty has added permitted term penis.
Oh.
Thank you.
And see, it's upsetting that so many people know exactly what short story I'm speaking of. 'Cause that means like a lot of people have read this short story.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about. If that
It's
makes you feel any better.
So like I think the whole thing is like the story was written by this lady and she's like describing a young boy's life, and like he has like such a weird relationship with a Barbie doll, and it's like sexual, but then he also treats it like you'd expect like a 50s TV show detective to treat a relationship, where like he gives her a drugged soda at one point, and it's just like, what are you talking about? What are you on, lady?
What is?
No child is
what
out
is
here
supposed to
giving
be?
his sister's Barbie doll Zoloft.
Where the fuck does he get Zoloft? Why does he know what Zoloft does?
Right?
My sanctuary.
Yes, noble Psychonaut.
And like maybe I missed something in the reading of it, but like I don't remember anything in the discussion of it later in class, like correcting it for me.
It's nobody wanted to talk about it.
No, it was just like violently uncomfortable for the sake of like being uncomfortable.
Welcome to
So
art.
Andy Warhol.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me started on Andy Warhol.
Well, it sounds like we want to, so.
I went to his museum, you know that, and let me tell you, this is the most boring ass place.
Yeah.
Like first off, you have to go in. It's so pretentious. You go in and like everyone there is dressed to the nines, and they're just like so fancy. And they're like, you have to take this elevator, and you'll start at the top. That's where we start from the beginning of his career. And then as you walk down the stairs, you'll walk through his life of art.
Jesus. That is awful.
And what really upset me is that at the top, the stuff like where Andy Warhol's like a kid, I actually enjoyed his like art from when he was a kid because it was just actual drawings and like paintings and shit.
Yeah.
Like he was actually just making fun art, having fun with it. And then like he starts trying to be like, shit.
Yeah.
And then you get like to his awful taxidermy, and like he wasn't very good at taxidermy.
Yeesh. Why
He like
would
had a
you?
taxidermied lion or tiger, I think it was, and it was like rotted and falling apart.
I'll give you a kiss, Uncle Donut.
Like I genuinely had more fun the second we stepped outside that museum and we saw like a yellow bridge because it was in Pittsburgh.
Understandable.
Listen, the man you're working for is a
And
deranged
sometimes it's just the
lunatic.
simple stuff that makes it better. But
Yeah,
in that
that's
same
like
vein, I hate minimalism, so.
Inside out.
a sentence you don't hear very often.
She
Had
worked
fun in
positive
Pittsburgh.
situations like this are always extremely delicate.
Great time in Pittsburgh, but I also was there with my very rich friend's family. Like that they were the one like doing it all and I was just joining. So I got to like vacation with them in like a very upscale area.
Yeah, that does sound nice.
Sasha.
Had like gelato. We weren't even staying in like a hotel. We were staying in like an apartment complex that was converted into a hotel in like the rich part of town that was like highly gentrified.
Psychonauts business, and then ambush them with sneezing powder.
I mean, you can't really go to a rich
saw their
place without it
brains
being
downstairs.
horrifically gentrified.
Listen, first things first.
Oh yeah, but
I was thinking about what you said about
yeah,
us
you know,
making out.
it was fun getting to enjoy that.
I'm so glad he showed up. I was just starting to feel
I mean, that was definitely probably one of the funner city experiences I've had in my city vacations. And I've done a lot of city vacations.
Stop reading my mind. Go rebrain Sasha and Mia so they can help us break this lock.
Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to the dialogue like you told me to.
Oh, now you do the thing.
Man, I've been zoned.
Look,
for
man,
fuck.
someone's gotta.
I should read the chat because I see my name. I'll add your permitted penis, Peter. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Dad.
And now you're done reading it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm glad the entire chat's on the same page of fuck me, I guess.
It's not your birthday anymore, Peter. Fuck
I
you.
know, it's great. Everybody's allowed to hate me again, and I feel wonderful.
Thank goodness.
Do I smell turtle soup?
Turtle soup.
Soup. Turtles.
Wrapped up in some.
You know, I see turtle soup in a lot of media where they're just like they turn the bowl into the shell into the bowl and they're just like you just cook the turtle on itself, ha ha ha. But like, do people actually do that?
Probably.
I don't know about the actual preparation of turtle soup. All I know is I don't like turtle soup because I don't want to eat a turtle.
Because I've seen anatomical diagrams of turtles and they're horrific inside that shell. I don't want to get my mouth anywhere near that.
It is not the prettiest of existence.
It's like a flesh lattice in there.
That sounds horrifying.
It is. It really.
Like you think they wear the shell? No, 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 no. Their body is like strung up to it.
They have no say in it.
It's a nightmare in there. And their heads, the way their heads like go into their body, ugh.
Yeah,
like
no,
I'm trying to think. Like the shell is like their rib cage, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrifying.
I mean, every living animal has guts. I don't know what to tell you.
But they don't have them strung up like turtles do in there. There's just so much void inside the turtle. Alright?
Turtle void.
Turtle void?
Like, I've gutted animals before. Alright? I've gone hunting, and like, it's basically normal inside most animals. Flesh is just sort of like together. You know, you cut it open, and it's mostly just blood. There's no void and stringy bits of like flesh lattice. Turtles. Oh.
That's right, baby.
Turtles are fucked.
I still can't get over the fact that this turtle talks like that.
Now here's what we're gonna do.
He's got like a real deep, soft voice. It's definitely just supposed to sound sexy.
Yeah, you know.
Is
Deep
this
voices are
Barry
sexy.
White?
Who doesn't want to fuck turtles? Mr. Pokelope is a gangster. Yeah.
That's what you
No, we are not calling the turtle daddy. I don't know.
I don't know. If he sounds like a daddy and acts like a daddy, then I don't know what else he would be.
We do not control the daddy.
We don't. We cannot control.
Put in that old tank, and Daddy will take care of business.
He does call himself daddy. I forgot about that.
Hey, Daddy-o.
No. Not that kind of daddy.
Sometimes I regret sentience.
Well, I think almost every creature has since fish.
Good work, Shinor. Now all we have to do is get it in the
Man, imagine being the first guy to realize that you were like thinking about yourself as an entity, and then like one day you're just like, well, shit. Can I go back?
Careful there now.
Can I not?
It's time to make this.
I don't like being like recognizing the self.
Yeah, as soon as you look into a reflective body of water, it's just automatic hatred.
Me, small primate sitting in a field, looking at puddle. Hey, that's me. Oh.
Daddy-o, but instead of saying, oh, you moan. Yeah.
Rasputin, recranialization of the adult brain without surgery.
That's a very advanced procedure. How did you know how to do it?
Hey, why haven't we freed the child yet?
She's less important.
Screw it. Why would we?
Really? You know I've been
I just don't know why the two adults got priority over the literal child.
Shigor, darling,
Yeah, well,
do you know where
she
all
doesn't-
the other children's brains are?
Don't know where.
Well, if you can lead us to them.
I don't think we know where the key is, but we had direct access to the brains. So,
Immediately after
Okay.
we break young Miss Donato here out of her restraint.
I just realized how gross Sasha Gray's sweater is. It looks like he's vomited on it.
Instead of that, why don't you help me
I
free
think he
Miss
hated
Donato?
Ugh. Man, does nobody in this town take a bath?
No.
Like laundry machines, man. Come on.
why would you? You're at summer camp.
Coach Oleander's gonna burn.
At least he never got inside your brain.
Here, watch. When he turns, you're gonna get a full look on his shirt, and you'll see that he has never once washed that sweater.
Thank you enough for what you've done.
You're not wrong.
Work for a psychonaut.
Ugh.
Well,
I mean,
Psy Cadet,
you
you
know,
mean.
sometimes
It looks
pedophiles
crusty.
just don't know how to take care of themselves.
It looks like it would crackle as he bends.
One in a million.
It's his cum sweater.
All of you.
Ugh.
Straight to my door. Oleander.
You took all my friends'
Don't make it
brains.
worse than
You
it
turned
is.
an innocent person into a
Yeah,
giant
I have
monster.
to.
You stole all the teachers.
We're already
Derailed
talking
my
about daddy
education.
turtles.
And you kidnapped my girlfriend.
Rasputin,
You have had
this fight
like
is too
one
big for
romantic
you.
talk. I don't know if
Clean up after the elephants.
Yo, come on. Leave him alone. It's summer love.
she admitted she wanted to kiss you and then you never talked about it again.
Let the group
Summer
handle
love.
this.
Summer love.
You tall people.
You tall
You know?
people. He hates being short. Is that what this is all about? It wasn't even being like a war criminal or suffering from PTSD. It's just being short.
It's official. The genius is back. Time to go get ready for my Garrity show.
Oh,
This looks bad. Ah, well, that's good. Someone must have turned off the gas long ago.
Oh, that's what my poor flowers need. A little water.
Jack Black's in the sequel? Yo, hype.
is he?
Apparently.
Damn.
Uncle Donut says so. I don't think he'd lie to me.
At all.
Yeah, I don't think so either. He knows his Psychonauts business.
Get him, Milkman!
Fuck him up!
Long time no see. Oh, Mr. Orderly. I did not see you.
Forgot how
there.
tiny
I was just
Napoleon's
taking a
arms
little
are.
therapeutic walk in the moonlight.
Relax, the asylum's closed. We can all go home.
Leave? Here?
Yeah, this place is for crazy people. And I don't know about you, but I ain't crazy no more.
I have to tell you, I'm feeling pretty good.
You know, maybe it is time for us all to move on.
What do you think, Boyd? You ready to blow this popsicle stand?
Yeah, those are the right words. Well,
oh, he died.
Has completed
his yeah.
You guys want to split a cab?
How are you gonna split a cab from an island, man? I don't. What do you know for?
Look, don't question the Milkman.
He does know all.
And the crib wasn't even that clean. I mean, what do I have to do to get
The Milkman is like definitely 100% like a programmed CIA agent, right?
Yeah,
I can hear that.
absolutely.
Like that's his whole shtick. Like he was definitely fucked with by the CIA or something.
Yeah. Definitely got brainwashed in one way.
The Psychonauts have a word for people who turn on their own.
He's got a chunk of titanium on his back. That's why he still got powers.
Got a word for that?
Yeah. Gesundheit.
Your sub-dad used to be Milkman? Nice.
Wow.
Love that little inserted kiss scene.
And then you just have a putt-putt emote. It's still pretty good. Yeah,
Summer
that's
love.
pretty good.
What if they did just get crushed by a boulder? Like right there, game ends.
I think
Technically,
that would
almost
fulfill,
everyone got saved.
I think that would fulfill the comedy of this game.
Hey, that was my fight. I was ready for that one.
Always in such a rush, Rasputin. It takes years before you're ready for combat of that magnitude.
Well, you'd be surprised, Nine. This one's been acing all my extra credit exams.
I beat the coach once already, and I can do it again.
Darling, that was
It's
just
just
a
the
remote
final stage
projection
after
of the
this,
coach.
right?
He wasn't as
Huh?
strong as he would be.
There's just the one final stage after this?
There's this boss fight and then the final stage.
There's a boss fight?
Yeah.
There's a boss fight? You gotta fight him? You ain't gotta fight him.
Or
Nope.
probably stuck in one
Well,
of his
kind of.
plans to take over the world somewhere.
Yeah, this boss fight.
How's the weather down there?
Yeah, I don't
Coach's
remember this part
brain
at
power.
all.
Ah, finally. Alone at last, eh?
Is this literally just like a rehash of the brain tank boss in his brain you had to fight?
No, there's a lot more to it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even think it has the
Two can play that
immunity deal.
But only one can win.
I think I don't remember it. So we'll soon find out by how long it takes me to defeat him.
A big ass brain.
It's soaking up all the juice.
He gave up hype for brain power.
But like his entire body would have had to been filled with brain in order for it to be that, you know?
Nah, it was actually hollow. So when he put it in the brain fluid, it just went like pasta.
Brain sponge.
Yeah.
I could buy that, I guess. Maybe.
I refuse to use my imagination. If I do that, then I would probably be forced to play more D&D.
Eli, you're not really making much headway here, it feels.
Yeah, and try to remember the things to do. Is that it? Yeah. It's already got a crack in it for some reason.
Shoddy design.
Yeah. Obviously meant to fail.
You have to fight some mole men on the way up to the surface.
You're right.
What is those mole men?
Well, they're not anywhere anymore. They got tanked.
Yeah, they got destroyed by the brain tank.
You had to choose, like, if the world was ending and, like, we did have the choice to go live underground, not like a Fallout vault, but like just like, you know, mole men style.
Mm.
Would you do it, or you just live out the rest of your days on the dying surface?
I'd probably do it.
Like, there's no guarantee that life underground you'll survive, right? But you know, there's, you're definitely not gonna like live to old age on the surface because like the sun's going out or something.
Yeah. Or there's just radiation.
Sun's going out. It doesn't matter where you go.
Well, if you go to the core of the Earth, it gets hot.
Yeah, for like 2 minutes.
What do you mean for 2 minutes? It gets hot. There's magma.
When the sun goes out, it's going to fucking explode.
All right, but like, what if it didn't explode?
And it wouldn't be going out.
Okay, but like, what if someone just took it?
Okay, okay, somebody grews the sun. Okay.
Yeah, the Gru has stolen the sun.
He got the moon, now he's up to his targets. Okay.
We just die.
The minions have taken the sun, and the Earth is dying, and you have the option to go live in like a mile-deep hole that they dug in Russia, in Mole Man society, or you just live for like the next whatever back on Earth in the surface.
Take the sun. Take everything and you fucking run. You shot 2 cops and you got the gash. You got.
Take the moon. You take the moon. You take the moon.
Nobody wants the sun.
TV.
Oh, this is just great. Now what am I going to do? Have to think. Like I got a choice.
Forgot this is how this happened. You just get 2 brains vibing in one vat together, so then they combine worlds.
Ooh, yeah.
Melding of the minds.
Hi, my name's Marcel.
Creates the most horrific brainscape.
Maury or Oli.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Oleander? What are you doing in my mind?
How did you get in my happy meadow? Nobody's supposed to know about it. You didn't tell my dad about it, did you? Oh, that's him! Oh no! Come on, little
got some nightmare ghosts yelling at me. Oh.
I think they were actually just saying that their favorite song.
Ra Ra Rasputin.
Got a lot of brain webs in your head.
This is combined head. I can't do anything about it.
Well,
Got a lot of brain webs in both of your heads.
On the floor a minute ago.
Definitely not made
Yeah.
of meat.
Yeah.
The last time I checked.
Probably wasn't healthy.
Definitely not.
Definitely not made of meat.
Well, I'm thinking about it. Cause like, don't they just do brain surgery like open air basically, and like they keep you conscious for most of it, and they just sort of like finger your brain while you're there.
Yeah, there's no nerve receptors in your brain, so they don't even have to put you under.
Yeah. So like
they give you minor.
Maybe your brain could handle just tossing a little like a roll in the ground.
Yeah, you'd lose some cells, but
I need the steamer trunk tag for this guy.
it can survive it. Yeah, as long as you don't like crush it.
Yeah. Or sever any of the important parts.
Brain surgery is terrifying, bro.
Oh god, yeah.
That's why you need like 15 licenses to do it.
Yeah, my dad had to get some brain surgery, and it's like the way they just fucking like cut into the skull. It's like, ugh.
They get like the fucking big ass just like buzzsaws.
Yeah, like they carve like a horseshoe in your scalp and just pull the skin back. Take a little buzzsaw, carve a circle out, just put part of your skull in a dish, and then stab your brain till it works again.
I mean,
and then they
look,
staple your skull back together.
Thousands of years of medical advancement, and we were basically doing the same thing in the Stone Age.
We actually were. They were just carving holes in people's heads in the Stone Age. You got a headache? Yeah, you need more.
Like, sure, now we know how to do it safer, right? And like we got a better idea what the brain does, but it really is just at the end of the day. Yeah, what's that? You're kind of wrong. Let me crack your head open and like try and poke it right.
Do you want me to traumatize Dawn right now with her biggest fear being awake for or waking up for during surgery?
She just said that in chat. Yeah.
Anesthesia doesn't knock you out.
Doesn't or does?
Does not. You are conscious
Yeah.
for the entire thing. You just don't remember when it's done.
Yeah.
You will be awake the entire time.
Yeah, I've heard like stories people say where like they go under for the anesthesia, and then the whole experience of the surgery is just they're literally paralyzed in place while they're being cut up, and they can't do anything about it.
Yeah. It's terrifying.
I imagine it probably like those people probably have to experience it similar to like if you have like night terrors.
Yeah.
Which that's like the worst experience. Like I have suffered some pains in life, and I don't think anything is more horrifying and stressful to me than night terrors.
Yeah, I definitely feel that.
Exactly like the sleep paralysis shit. Like
yeah. Sorry, what am I said night terrors. What the fuck is night terrors? I meant sleep paralysis.
I mean, night terrors are also
bad
bad.
too.
Yeah.
IMO.
But I never had a night terror. I've only had sleep paralysis. So I don't know where my brain was at.
Man, opposite. Opposite here, bro. With our experiences combined, we are afraid of sleep. Pick the small child up, put him in a bowl.
The only person who didn't get knocked out for wisdom teeth removal?
Oh, I didn't get knocked out for wisdom teeth.
Yeah, I barely got Novocained. Like, my dentist literally, like, slapped a little, like, the brush Novocaine, not even the needle. And then it was just like, he grabbed a pair of pliers and yanked out 2 teeth. And you're just like, yeah, that came out pretty easy.
Sheesh.
And it's like, am I gonna be alright? And he's like, oh, do you feel any pain? He's like, no, not really. He's like, you're alright.
And I needed, like, so much Novocaine because like just the inside of my mouth is super sensitive, and they're like, "Oh, okay, you're gonna be in a lot of pain." I said, "Please no."
Please no.
I mean, I've had some dental surgery before where like they've had to hit me with a Novocaine, and like I'm stupidly resistant to it, so like they have to give me a quadruple dose.
It's because you're fucking like you've got too much meat to you, Wyatt.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't help that I also have like a really strong metabolism.
Yeah.
And like a really powerful liver. Like my whole body is just designed to process poison. And medicine is just a poison. Yes, I am definitely. But the issue is medicine is just another word for poison.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
But like once they actually like hit me with enough Novocaine that I actually like stop feeling in my face, it all hits me, and then I'm just like, ha.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what a high metabolism will do.
Really fucks with you.
Sure does.
So I'm trying to put together what I'm looking at on this stream right now, right?
Yeah.
It's Meat Carnival.
Meat Carnival.
Never been?
Meat Carnival, but so you're telling me Coach Oleander worked at or his dad or whatever, worked at a bunny butcher place.
Yeah.
Specifically for butchering bunnies.
Yeah, I have a cousin who does that business.
Huh.
They're easy to farm. Pretty good meat, apparently.
That's fair.
It's not like cute, fuzzy wuzzy bunnies.
No,
These
it's
are
like the big kind of
yeah, like the scary, muscly rabbits that will eat you.
They will. Those fuckers are vicious.
Yeah. All rabbits are vicious. It's just the fluffy ones are like they don't have much tools to display it. You know. Like I used to have those tiny rabbits, the small fluffy ones. Me and my brother each had one, and they were like in we had a big old box cage for them, and his rabbit killed mine. It ate his balls.
Oh my lord. Away from the child, please.
Like rabbits are brutal.
Yeah, rabbits. Rabbits have some problems. They're like trying to fit a predator into a prey costume.
Like sheep.
Like sheep?
Yeah, sheep are terrifying, man.
Is that just because of their eyes, or?
Nah, they got horns and stuff, man.
It's true. They do have horns.
What about pigs, though?
Pigs are. Hey.
Pigs are out here just like waiting to go feral.
Pigs, 2 months after being released from captivity. Guess I'm just gonna blow up.
Look, pigs are like bears if they didn't hide in the woods.
Not wrong. In fact, some could say you're very, very right.
No.
Those knives, they just keep flying.
They do keep flying.
You gotta think, how many no-armed knife throwers did Raz have at the carnival?
Probably at least one.
Look, man, all you gotta see is one. You're just like, alright, this is something that will not leave my brain ever.
I will never forget you, no-armed knife thrower, man.
Yes.
And your 3 twins. Each one missing a different set of body parts.
One was missing a head, but we don't talk about him.
Oh, damn. Uncle Donut dropping the sick burns.
Got him.
Imagine being able to get hit with a knife the size of your actual body and still just hang on to a rope.
Look, man, it didn't even do like 1/10 of my health.
I feel like at a certain point, if the knife just keeps increasing in size, then it actually would do less damage to you than like a small knife, because it can't like cut into you anymore because the blade's too big. At that point, you're just sort of being hit by a steel bar.
Yeah, the bludgeoning damage would probably be a lot.
And then the knife gets even bigger, and then it's just crushing you.
Exactly.
So there's that sweet spot where the knives currently are, where they're too big to cut you, too small to crush you.
Oh man. His dad killed his favorite rabbit.
His dad is fucking jacked.
Look, man.
All that rabbit meat.
This game.
Got spooky carnival ghosts, big angry butcher men, and the Tunnel of Love Meat Edition.
Yeah, well. A lot of people are fans of Tunnel of Love Meat Edition.
Don't you want to go to the meat tunnel of love?
Don wants to. You deleted all of her messages. Gotta stop.
I will not.
And you still
stand for
silenced her for 10 minutes.
It's fine.
I mean, it's your relationship.
We're not gonna like question your, meat tunnel of love.
Yeah, I can't judge your path in this meat tunnel of love.
Just the entire sentence fills me with a visceral hatred.
As it should.
Keeps on, like, my brain has to do a double take because it takes a lot of effort for me to say meat tunnel of love.
There's a lot of words and concepts that go into it.
Yeah.
Like meat and tunnel, and then tunnel with love, and then meat and love, and then it's just like, what is happening?
I love
and then
meat.
of?
But
What the
it's
fuck is
meat
that mean?
I love.
God damn it.
Yeah, fuck of.
Fuck the word of. Only
Stupid
all my homies hate
prepositionaries.
of. Why did they call it oven if of hot out?
Oh god. God, don't quote that post to me.
It's like, why is it called oven if food hot goes out in...
Of hot food out in of...
Hey, you gonna like land all these jumps, Eli?
Look, man, I just work here. I don't know.
Hey, you did it.
Got some jet set radio style grinding on these bones.
Hell yeah, man.
Meat bones.
Yeah, man, we out here. Grinding
I don't know.
bones.
I don't know what other type of bones.
You don't?
Yeah, like beyond meat bones, I don't know what other kind of bones I might be suggesting exist.
Alright. We won't go into that.
Skeleton bone? Yo, mama's bones.
Yo, mamas. You're right.
I bet if you were a real skilled gamer, you could probably skip parts of this by jumping off the rail onto the lower parts.
I don't know if PS2 could process that much.
I said if you were a real skilled gamer.
This was still made for PS2.
Look, PS2 isn't the one processing it. You are. Because you're a pro gamer.
Oh,
Your
boy.
body is a microchip.
I mean, I did technically just skip some right there, but
See,
I
that's
think
what we're
that was
talking
by
about.
design. Oh, I'm sure there are skips. I just don't think that it would
The
be
skip is
here.
called just turning the PlayStation off and looking up the ending.
Right? Yeah.
Streamer strats, just look up a YouTube video of someone who can play it really well.
And commentate over it.
Exactly. Oh, boss.
Hey, boss, can I get a race? No.
Hey, boss.
Aw.
Hey, little Oli. It's okay. Those monsters are gone now. The bunnies are safe. We're all safe.
No, it's not.
Kind of looks like Dogen as a kid.
He does.
Who's coming?
Dogen is Ollie's kid, confirmed.
That means
Awful.
Dogen's gonna grow up to look like Coach Oleander.
Probably.
Look how jacked his dad is!
Yeah.
No. Oh. He's blue.
He do be blue. You think
That's
he also
pure meat
birthed
diet.
Bobby?
Oh, God. It's a recessive gene.
You think he got... No, I'm saying that Oleander's dad fucked Bobby's mom.
Oh, I thought you were saying Bobby's Oleander's kid, too.
Not impossible, but...
You know, maybe the whole Oleander family just ran a train on Bobby's mom. Let's just go with that.
Jesus.
It's not the most improbable thing that could have happened in this game.
Yeah.
I am realizing this butcher guy, he did skip leg day.
He did skip leg day, that is true. Although most
He
people
do got a
in this game did.
wide ass thigh gap though.
he do be rocking that thigh gap though. Skinny legend. Skinny legend underneath. Alt Dilf on top.
Why does the ghost keep just saying your name?
Because it's someone in the real world
Yeah.
trying to call for me.
They're pushing their face and brain, their face and hands on Raz's brain.
Yeah,
and it's
they're
like
just
creating the
shoving it
impression
in
of,
there.
like, yeah. Because
Mushing
they
his
can't
brain
like,
into
yeah,
pieces.
they're not psychic, so they're literally just shoving their face into the brain and screaming, Raz!
Damn, bro, you just got chopped.
Raz, meanwhile, is having a stroke while he's mind linked to Coach Oleander. Eli, are you gonna hit this ghost? Or not the ghost, the guy?
You gotta get him to do the move again, but like in a way that it actually does what I want it to do.
He hurt, huh?
He do be hurting. Okay, Abby, get up to his head.
Yeah. You think you're gonna damage those jacked ass arms?
You never know.
No, you gotta go for those big goofy ass ears.
Yeah.
Which, those are like definitely fake ass ears he got from a costume shop.
Yeah.
It's like he was wearing Groucho Marx glasses, but for ears.
This is true. Some people just got ears like that, man.
I wonder if they make those. Like Groucho Marx ears.
I wouldn't be surprised. No. God damn it. Dick.
What's in the center pit? Can you lead him? Oh, that's the grindy hole.
Yeah, it's a grinder. It's grinder. Secretly, all he thinks about is Grinder.
The main thing taking up Raz's mind.
Yeah. Look, man. That's what he came to summer camp for.
Summer love.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just
Oh
now
my
realizing
God.
those are hooks hanging on the butcher's skirt.
Yeah.
I thought they were like ribbons of cloth at first. But no, he's got meat hooks
Those are
all
just
over
nipple
him.
piercings.
I don't like that that implies his nipples are that far down.
Look, man. Have you seen the rest of the proportions of his body?
You're not wrong.
Like 90% pectoral.
It's true.
He just kicked you.
Yeah. Look, man, that's what I get for being in leg range.
You notice how the kick did like no damage too?
Because he doesn't do leg day.
Come here.
No, don't call me a little boy.
Little bunny, actually.
Look, man.
Which is
We all know
arguably
you are.
worse.
Yeah.
Arguably worse.
There we go.
Like, if I call a child a little boy, that's like, alright, that's a little weird. But like, if I call a kid a little bunny, I'm a creep.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, now we gotta fight my dad.
Your dad.
My dad.
Get your dad on stream for the dad smackdown.
What's going on here?
Hoomst.
What have you done
God,
to us?
Little
how
bunny works for you.
horrifying your dad is.
Polluted, perverted.
Yeah. Zombie dead.
Work of
It's just what happens when you
I can explain.
mush
You've been
brains.
associating with psychics. Dad,
We've been associating with the gays.
fortune tellers.
This is like 90% oleanders fucking with your brain, though.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. Raz doesn't live in meat hell. He just lives in the circus.
I mean, there's a lot of circus theming to this.
Yeah, but like, it's only scary because it's meat hell.
I don't know. Have you ever been to a circus?
No.
Be thankful.
What's it going to be, son?
I feel like it's got to be better than meat hell, though.
Wait, you're telling me the reason he dies in the water is because a curse?
Yeah, I said that. It's a witch's curse.
I thought you was joking.
No. It's a witch's curse that is being blamed on psychics.
Little do they know, witches and psychics are very different things.
That's what you think?
Objective, don't drown. Oh.
Man, that's a hard one. I don't know. Question is,
I don't
can
know,
you
Chief.
stop me? Oh, goodness.
Taking those knives straight to the face, huh?
Look, man, I got enough health.
My brain is stronger than your acrobatics, old man.
It's true. Mhm.
Now this is proving Raz is the strongest psychic right here, because he's fighting his inner demons by himself. He's not having someone else come in to fight his inner demons, you
Yeah.
know? No one else can do this shit. Everyone else needs this kid to come in and like sort their shit out.
It's true. Oh, my goodness. Stop changing the camera like that, please.
You were just getting obliterated by these.
Look, man, I got enough health. I've been collecting
Yeah, say that
brains
two
and
more
shit.
times and you might not.
Alright, okay, thank you.
Rasputin.
Rasputin. Rasputin. You better not have been fucking a queen.
Just sit in the fire real quick, you know, really just show who's boss.
Yeah. Look, man. If I can't touch the water, then I must touch the fire.
You're right.
What am I supposed to catch?
Do you think Raz can take a bath?
No.
He just consistently sprays himself with Axe body spray. Every morning.
Thank you for the kind words, Uncle Donut. I am about to prove you very wrong. Although I did definitely have a lot of trouble with that, climbing that fence part when I was younger. I'm surprised I was able to do that in one shot. It's got a dodge and weave.
So it's only like when he's submerged in water he drowns, right?
Yeah.
Like showers, he's fine. Rain, he's fine.
They'll still probably try to pull him down the drain.
Imagining him in the shower and he's like, he keeps on having to pull his foot off the suction of the drain.
Yeah.
Like, oh, leave me alone for 1 second.
Yeah. Thinking the rules against baby wipes. You're right.
He trying to wash his hands in the sink and his hand just gets like pulled into the drain. Just like, could you fucking not?
Can you just need to wash a little bit, my lord.
I'm just imagining him
drowning, not filthy.
Trying to explain to his new girlfriend, yeah, no, I can't take showers or anything like that, but I got baby wipes, so.
It's fine if he's
Baby wipes will try to strangle me, though.
Baby wipes will try to strangle you?
Yeah, if given the opportunity.
Yeah.
Ollie, are you okay? Where's your dad?
He's over there, talking to your dad.
Oh, no.
Somebody's going to get grounded.
Don't.
that
It's a horrible bun.
Hey, yo, Raz, Oleander's dad could so fuck up your dad.
Why?
That's what you think. He's going to take one of those fucking spike balls to the foot and be dead. He skipped leg day. He's going to trip on that, and it's the end for him.
Yeah, I feel like you might be right. You might literally walk into one of those and be like, oh.
Nope, not it.
I don't know what you're supposed to do here. You can't get on that flaming axe.
Sure you can. Just get good.
You got me there.
Maybe shoot him.
Get the blues, please, sir. Thank you.
I'm just watching that health bar go up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching the boss health bar and he's doing alright. You know, he's fine, he's peachy.
What? I did that earlier. You jerk. Ouch.
Yikes.
I get good.
Yankees.
You gotta get good.
Get fucked. No.
Don't run, or else Daddy's gonna kill ya.
You know who could really solve this problem for us?
Ooh.
Milkman.
He could.
Milkman can solve any problem.
Milkman would like douse the flames.
With milk.
Yep. He'd take us back to a nice, peaceful suburbia. We wouldn't be in meat hell.
It's true. Just be covered in milk. There's my actual dad.
Rasputin, I see your skull
Shoving
is
his
as
head into
hard
your
to
brain.
penetrate as ever.
Yeah.
What is
That's how you
your
do it.
brain doing out here in this
Your dad's hair looks like wood.
other brain? You were always
A lot of things look like wood here.
You got yourself involved with psychics.
It just like looks like he shoved his head into a log.
Plot twist: Milkman attacks you with milk steak.
Man, do I hate psychics. But seeing my son happy. Use my psychic connection with you to find you and to project myself into your mind.
But how can you hate me for being psychic if you're psychic too?
Son, I could never hate you. I only wanted you to be happy, Rasputin. And safe. Our family has many enemies.
Hate is love.
A lot more hair than that. Now, son, we have to carefully unweave your psyche from that other brain. We don't want anything bad to happen while your mind is in this tangled state.
Oh yeah. I forgot about this stage.
Meow.
Nightmare dad.
I mean, look at how
Was your dad still a cokehead? Yeah. He's a skinny legend.
So you are the strong one, but I'm about to give you my son. You must take care of it.
Yeah, he does just look homeless.
It's so rude. Also so true.
He's got like a romper, right? Like a prison onesie. And then, God, I forgot you go kaiju.
Yeah. That you do.
Like the stupidest kaiju ever, but still.
Oh no. Get out of here.
I'm not gonna hurt.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, that was a
One hit.
very short-lived kaiju.
Yeah, honestly. You got supercharged her kaiju to do one tap.
And you just run until you get kaiju again. Not exactly the most interactive boss fight. Well, you know, it's an interesting culmination of things.
It really is. It really just points out that most of the problems in this game could have been avoided with some therapy.
That's true.
This monster design's gonna make me need some therapy.
It is very effective. Reverse run. Daddy is used a lot. Most of the problems in this game could have been avoided if nobody said daddy. Look, we wouldn't have been able to cover Freud if we didn't.
Bunnies! No!
Zach.
No meat!
That's the most important thing.
That's only got like one functional shoe.
It's true.
There you go. Good little bunny. Hey, thanks for helping me save the bunnies. And for talking to my dad.
That rabbit looks damaged.
No problem, little Oli.
Bye-bye. Wave goodbye, Mr. Bun.
Most rabbits are.
Where's he going?
That's what rabbits do.
Brains now, Rasputin. You'll be
This is the
fine.
greatest
Let's
game.
go inside.
It's got like
Man, I can't wait to tell
10
you about all the
different
messed up
daddies.
stuff that happened.
I know a lot of it. While you were out, I poked around a bit. Tell me about this Lily person.
Hey!
And so, that brings us to the end.
Man, how much brain space does the girl take up? You kissed once, son.
Look, man, it's his first kiss.
Once again. This is also corroborated in
Now they're sitting together, holding hands and shit.
Look, he called her his girlfriend just because she said she wanted to kiss him.
I am for stealing all of your brains and trying to take over the world. Mistakes have been
Well,
made.
she's a girl and a friend.
It's all about education.
Hmm.
And I know I, for one,
It's that
learned
simple.
plenty. Thanks to that guy right
Also love that
Come on up here, Raz.
that this man just like stole all of their brains and committed like 5 different war crimes at once. And they just let him go right back to being the camp counselor.
Well, you can't really stop him.
Of your heart, not your mind, that truly makes a great psychonaut. This young man has it.
Twitch doesn't want Uncle Donut
Got it from someone else.
calling children sluts.
He came here. But we can give him this. To
Whatever
honor
happened
his
to free
mind
speech?
and
Yeah.
courage in
What
his
the hell?
Son,
Speech on the
we
internet?
do not normally ask this of someone so young, but it is obvious.
Mistakes
Funny
will be
concept.
made, and no repercussions is something kids need to learn about early.
Rasputin, will you be a psychonaut?
Oh, so don't they let Coach Oleander back in because Raz basically like cleans his brain and like fixes him?
Yeah,
Whatever.
that is basically how it works.
You told me he had purple hair this entire time.
Yes.
Yeah. And God, Raz, you really don't look good with that
It's
and
true.
jacket.
His whole look falls apart.
So glad they put your outfit back on for the sequel.
Yeah. Yikes.
I looked up a trailer of the sequel, and the thing that's really throwing me off is that they have like the hyper realistic lighting and graphics engine going for it, but everyone's still got like the horribly horrific cartoon bodies and no noses kind of going on. And it's
Yeah.
very jarring.
Yeah, they gotta keep with their style.
Like that's just it, like the lighting and like everything is just so not in style. It's all too high resolution.
Yeah.
Second kiss, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Children, it's an emergency. There's been
No
another
explosion going
kidnapping.
off in the background this time.
You saw me.
No, this time we know who it is, and that's
You know,
what
there
scares
wasn't any
us.
sparks because of that. It's ruined. It's over.
Truman Zanato, the grand head of the Psychonauts.
Dad,
Sir, can you teleport this many
Her
of us
dad's
back to
the head of the
headquarters?
Psychonauts.
What? Hey, what
Yeah,
are
that
you
makes
people
sense.
doing in my kitchen? Now get!
Guess we're taking the jet.
I love all of the
Don't worry about
transition
your dad,
between
Daddy.
like
We'll get him back.
Yes,
world
after all, we'll
styles,
have
because we go from
Rasputin
like this
helping us.
I'm going?
happy little
How
summer
could we do
camp
this
to
without
a
our
disturbing
anti-kidnapping specialist?
asylum, and now we get future jet. It's very nice.
I've taught you everything I can, son. Now, you go show them. Show
And
them
if the next game, I mean, the next game's gonna have you in the jet, it's probably gonna have you like traveling around different world spaces.
Yeah.
Via it, you think?
The spaceship does come out of nowhere. Got a lot of different things you never expect.
Man, that really is a psionic spaceship, like designed for people who can use telekinesis to get in and out of it only.
Yeah, pretty much.
If they have psychic powered planes, do they have psychic powered submarines? And if they have submarines, can Raz be in a submarine without dying?
Not easily.
I think he definitely wouldn't try it. I think he'd probably have a lot of fear.
Because, I mean, even with when there was like the underwater air bubble, like the water was still trying to grab at him from the edges of the bubble. So I figure the water might just try to crush his shape.
Funny. No, Psychonauts.
Yeah, that was fun.
Was it
That was a lot of fun. In the VR game, you're inside the ship. Interesting. Never played the VR one. I don't have VR to play it. But it does sound nice. Shigor was Terra strong. Oh,
That makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah, what's up with these high-resolution photos that look way better than the game?
That's what
They're
they
from
use for the
cutscenes.
advertising, probably.
Yeah.
No, those are not. These are not from the cutscenes. The cutscenes didn't look anything like that. These are
Well,
like
it's-
pre-rendered, higher
Yeah, I
resolution
know,
textures.
it's the pre-render engine of the cutscenes. It's the same resolution for the most
No,
part.
those textures are higher resolution.
It's because they're frozen.
Resolution, but
And they don't have to put any processing power into changing between frames.
do we guys plan on streaming more games and stuff?
Hell yeah. I think next is gonna be Hades.
You gonna play through
Timeout,
all of
Peter.
Hades?
Gotcha. I'm on it.
Isn't Hades like a roguelite with just sort of like a background story?
I mean, it's got a official credits ending that I may or may not have already gotten to, but
I mean, we've already beaten this game before.
that is true. There are not a lot of games that I haven't finished and that aren't, relevant.
So I can't actually time myself out, I have found out.
Oh,
Can I time you out?
maybe.
Find out.
I doubt it, because you're a moderator.
I might be able to time them out. Thanks,
Thank you, Uncle
Donut.
Donut.
Puyo Puyo Tetris? Yeah. That looks
It's
good.
a frightening addiction.
Understandable. Tetris is one of those games. It comes back every generation of games just because it's just that iconic of like a puzzle setup that was purely
People
made
really
for video
love
games.
Squares.
Yeah. We might get some Civ 6 in at some point. And maybe League of Legends? I feel like a lot of the Twitch community is about ranked League of Legends, which is not my forte, but, you know.
Now,
We could try it
I
out.
bet we could get a solid chunk of the Civ community.
Yeah, I mean, they are still have a decent popularity in streaming. At last I checked, there was like 2,000 people watching it at a time.
And unlike League, you're actually like scary good at Civ.
I'm scary good at League. Don't be mean. Give me the right role and the right person, and then I slaughter. I 1v5.
Give me a Nivea jungle and I'll show you what fear is.
You're so right. Nobody knows the true terror of a Nivea jungle until they've seen Peter do it. It's usually
telling
a
you.
terror to his own team, but you know.
If you people would just let me play a roaming Anivia, right?
Anivia has the
Our game
lowest
people
move
don't
speed, Peter.
No, that's why you get the rune that gives you river movement.
It doesn't help. Other people
Sure.
can take that rune. And then
Yeah.
you're fucked.
Yeah, but who actually takes it? Who's thinking, I gotta counterplay an Anivia in river?
No, jungles take it. And then they just catch up to you and kill you every time.
I'm not here to run away from jungles. I'm here to beat the shit out of them.
You can't. You can never build up enough AP.
I don't need AP. My entire kit is stuns.
You're right. AD and Nivea jungle. What was I thinking?
Exactly. I just need a bit more practice, and you're all gonna hate it.
Yes, yes, we will. Do we want a league for the last hour?
Do you want to be put through what I've just described?
We gotta do something for the last hour. Oh, there's human people.
Are human people? Ugh, disgusting. That's wild. Why did humans ever make people?
For fun.
Cool
For a laugh.
Games. Yeah, let's do some cool math games.
Cool math games? No, I don't think so.
Should do the opposite of what your stream's title is and play Darkest Dungeon.
Darkest
Defeating
Dungeon.
some outer demons.
And just stress out.
I'd rather play what is it? The Spire one.
Slay the Spire.
Slay the Spire, that's it.
Slay the Spire.
Slay. My lord.
Yago, get it.
Yes, wig. Queen.
Gosh, I wish I knew what any of those words meant.
You're not gay enough, Peter. Come on.
I'm trying.
You'll never be gay until you slept with a real man.
I keep trying, and then I remember, just because she looks like that doesn't mean Don's a man.
Wow. Okay. Now I'm timing you out for real.
Bye-bye.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
Are you telling me Peter isn't a woman? I can't believe it.
I can't believe you've been lying to us this whole time.
I feel lied to.
Maybe I'm not really bi. Maybe it's just Peter. So we can do League. Or I can play some Slay the Spire. Since that isn't going to be a playthrough thing.
I'm a little bit too comfy in my blanket and alcohol to play League right now.
Hear me out.
Understandable.
Among Us.
No. I absolutely refuse. Alright, let's switch to face cam while I switch the things. Once my phone connects to the thing. There we go.
Successful playthrough. What was that? 3 sessions? Did we call that? 3 sessions of play?
Yeah. Yeah, we did that pretty well and fast. I think I still have the beta version on for Slay the Spire, so might be some things that aren't official that I get to play. No.
Ah.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah. I mean, because I got Slay the Spire when it was still in beta, and they just let me keep playing the beta version. So I also got the thing with 80s, which was very nice. Now, will you recognize this, please?
Hey.
No, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna turn the volume down just a bit, because I have to do that with every Steam game apparently. It's very rude. Alright, let's try that. Okay. Don't remember the Watcher entirely.
Oh, you know we love some defects.
We do love some defect. Let's play him on level 7 Ascension.
Yeah.
That's the move.
I don't know what anything here means. The little robot dude.
Yeah, little robot man. He's got some balls, and that's it.
That's a superpower, actually, is he has balls.
Yeah, he's got super balls. Let's get...
That boss is on fire.
He do be on fire, though. I'll have to fight one of those to get to the last boss. Secret boss.
The secret boss.
Secret boss. Strike this man down into his life.
Remember, kids, the real secret boss is the Illuminati.
You're not wrong. Hello, Mr. Merchant. Give me... It has been so long since I've played this game.
God damn, you went to the merchant like straight out the gate.
It's because I want to see it, because I want to get my enemies have 1 health thing to the mini boss here, and I have a chance of that in this path.
I see. You've decided to play with actual strategies.
That is what roguelikes are at some points.
Gross. I just put 4 lepers
Oh.
down on the line and say, if you die, you die.
Understandable. Oh, hello, Mr. Merchant. I don't have enough money to buy anything, but I appreciate you anyways. Yeah, boy. Okay. No attacks. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That is my favorite part about getting this little enemies have 1 HP thing. It's very nice. I'm gonna change description real quick.
That makes sense. Hit it up with a little end stream, splay the spire. Blay the
spire.
Blay the slyer.
Splay the dyer.
This is Eli's dire spire.
The Spire of Dire. If I can spell correctly, that'd be awesome. I spelled chill with 3 L's and no I. So that's how I'm going right now. And let's take away the mental health. And there we go. Did it. It is done. Free block.
You seen the other game that's very similar to this? Monster Train?
No. There are a few games that are similar to this though, so not too surprised.
I mean, I say Monster Train similar to this. I mean, it's like a card-based kind of like turn thing strategy like this, but also the art style is just like super similar.
Ah, nice.
Like the overall look is like it might be made by the same company, and I just don't have brains.
That do happen sometimes. Cannot blame me for it.
Hey, so it's Friday night, right?
Yes.
Man. Time be flying, huh?
It do kind of be flying though.
You out here, weeks just going by.
Yeah, that is how quarantine be, especially without a job. I like the random orb card because you still get a chance of getting a plasma one, which just gives you more energy, which is so nice.
Yeah. Plasma build is like almost always what I go for.
Yeah, I try to, but sometimes it do be hard. Yeah, these boys hurt on level 7 Ascension. It's a stressy-wessy little time. Yeah, more defense. Give it to me. Haha, 21. Get fucked, boyo. Nice. Destroyed that twink.
I binged a new anime recently.
Oh, which one?
The anime, it isn't new. It's
yeah.
Really, Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Yeah, like I've always like seen images of it, but like it never like gets brought up much. And I always just like figured to avoid it, unless I'm like directly recommended an anime, or if I find it in like the weirdest bogs of the internet, then I don't watch it.
Yeah.
But like, it's like probably the best kind of anime for me for like just casual watching, right? Like the very casual anime.
Yeah, yeah. It is very much like a chill shonen, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like you can just tune in every now and then, and you still get to like figure out what's happening.
It's very, like it's engaging enough, and it's like kind of poppy, and it's like designs are very colorful and like attractive to like watch, with all their colors and whatnot.
Yeah.
The characters are all like very distinct.
It's true.
Like, you know, I have that very typical like I cannot differentiate the names of any anime characters.
Yeah.
Right. Like I don't know any of it, but like so I rely purely on them having distinct names and designs or attitudes and designs.
Yeah.
And Demon Slayer really just like takes that to the moon.
It's
They're
true.
like, you want checkerboard green guy? We got you. You want boarhead guy? We got you. You want yellow guy? We got you.
Yeah, boy.
And then it keeps hitting me with like just the surprise treat-ins, and it's just very satisfying. It's like a less trying to be like it's like if Boku no Hero Academia wasn't trying as hard, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I get you.
I love that the robot character here has an accordion neck.
Yeah.
It just makes me think he can like close like those like disc droids from the prequels.
Like a turtle?
Yeah, like you punch them in the eye and they just turn into like a saucepan.
Yeah, I could see that.
He's the big slime boss who makes all the rules.
Slime Lord. I love that he has a little hat. It's like that, you know he's the boss.
You do know he's the boss.
How you gonna survive this one?
By getting him past his transformation point. Like
So
a
he
boss.
explodes.
And now you're gonna die because you gotta deal with 2 very powerful medium slimes.
I'll get there. Although, at the end of this boss fight, since I'm so high on Ascension level, I definitely do not get full heals. Which is very sad. I wish I did, but I do not.
What's that Kai thing at the top left?
I
You
think
really
it's...
getting the little Triforce symbols for it.
Oh, well, the Kai is my name.
Ah.
The Triforce symbols are the things that I collect throughout my run. That if I get all 3, will unlock the final boss. Final boss, which I need to beat to unlock the next level of Ascension.
Gives you superpowers.
Yes.
You're like one of them wizards or something.
Exactly.
And are you even gonna like survive this boss fight?
I don't know. We will find out.
It ain't looking too hot.
It is not looking that hot.
You've got 12 whole HP. Don't worry about it.
He's doing 12 damage.
And your
Yeah, but he
point.
gets transformed now, so he don't do no damage. These boys definitely do damage though.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of... You don't have a whole lot of blocks in your bar there either.
I don't. But we gonna make it. Here we go. We're getting close. I'm gonna fucking finish.
This was always my problem with this game, is that a lot of what I experienced in it would be that I could manage my way through most fights, but like it would always just be a slog of me like barely holding on from one fight to the next.
Yeah, the strategies can be hard to pick up and maintain sometimes, especially
Yeah.
depending on what you get with cards.
And then even then, it's kind of like irritating to have to do like a specific card strategy, like, oh, ignore all these fun cards because you don't have the specific items to make them viable.
Yeah.
Like, I got problems with that.
I feel that.
But Snecko Eye, we always take Snecko
No,
Eye.
we do not.
We always take Snecko Eye, and we get the most expensive items in the game, because then Snecko Eye makes them cheap.
Not worth, in my opinion. Must
The best
admit.
build is Snecko Eye plus only 3 cost cards.
Don't know if I stand by that.
You're missing out. You're missing out big time.
I am missing out on purpose. Oh, fuck.
Drinks are you in, Steve? I know.
Hmm?
Peter.
Huh?
How many drinks deep are you in now?
Well, not many. It's past midnight. I want to sleep at some point and not, like, piss for an hour.
Fair enough, I suppose.
I'll like figure out how much I've drank. Cause all my whiskey is in these little baby bottles. I've had 2 of these baby bottles. You know, like the things you find in like a hotel mini fridge.
Yeah. You know, tomorrow I'm going full wine. I'm looking forward to it.
50 milliliters in a bottle, so I drank 100 milliliters of whiskey.
Oh, what?
I drank 100 milliliters of whiskey, 33% alcohol by volume. So that's 33 milliliters of alcohol. That's a lot of alcohol. Like, not a lot, but like, that's like a lot of pure alcohol at the very end.
Yes, I agree.
I think it's like...
What the fuck proof is this? Can't read. 80 proof.
Jeez. You alcoholics.
It's not even the strongest thing I've had.
I can believe that.
Moonshine is tasty.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I've had some moonshine, I've had like some ciders. I like whiskey and I like fruity alcohol, and everything else is just kind of disgusting.
That is completely valid. I like fruity alcohol as well.
Me too.
And my dad keeps on like, he's a casual beer drinker, like he'll just like casually crack open a can of Bud Light and sip on it for a few hours. And like, he'll always offer me one, and I don't understand how he can drink that piss and not even like try and get buzzed. Like, he's literally just drinking it for the flavor. And it's like, no, there's none. You like pee, old man?
Because that's what this
I
is.
think you just found your man's kink.
Don't say that. You know the damage I do.
It's too late. Too late.
It's not too late, take it back.
It's like the same shit with like coffee, you know? Like, I hate the taste of coffee, and everyone's just like, oh, it's an acquired taste. It's like, bitch, why'd you acquire it?
You got a
You
point.
don't get enough sleep, you tired bitch.
I never will understand acquired taste. Like, unless you were forced as a child to like just take the item and consume it a bunch. Acquired taste is just horse shit.
This is true. What was that?
A burp.
That didn't sound like it.
I don't know how it sounded like on your end, but it sounded like a burp to me.
It kind of like cut out partially, like through it, so it sounded like more of just like a zombie or something.
You know, I'm sitting here and I'm realizing that you could have just ended the stream early, Eli.
But then I wouldn't be following my schedule.
Sometimes games end.
Yes, but I'm supposed to follow a schedule as a streamer.
Imagine that life. Having a schedule.
You'll get there one day.
I don't know. I keep hearing about the concept and like I'm kind of turned off by it.
The concept of having a normal schedule?
Like having a consistent one, yeah.
Mm.
Like keeping to it. Yeah, having a schedule in general, really. It sounds restricting.
Yeah. It helps a lot with things, though.
Like what?
Don't ask me that. Just do.
You tell me what you can do with a schedule that I can't without do.
Stream consistently.
Who needs that?
You do if you want to.
Inconsistent streams, no warning to anyone when they happen.
They
Random
happen
times
when
of the
they
day.
happen.
Yeah,
And you'll
you're
deal
either
with it.
there or you're square. Only the cool kids watch these streams. And you are just not able to do enough damage to that guy, huh?
I will.
He is out healing you every time.
I just killed the healer, so we're all good.
Okay, yeah, well. It took like a lot of your kit, and you're taking 10 damage from it, maybe a little less.
That's
'Cause I
true.
can't do math.
Who needs math?
Yeah, see? I don't need schedules, I don't need math, I don't need to know what year it is.
Yeah. It'll only bring pain and suffering.
Yeah.
There we go. Now we did.
Let me forget how old I am. Live my life.
No. I won't.
Against the Geneva Conventions. I love this goblin.
Me too. I love all the goblin characters here.
It was a pretty good egg, not for you though.
Yeah. I get some attacks. Not enough.
Yeah. Well, this guy's like a power boy, right? Guild
Yeah,
power boy.
for the most part, but I haven't been getting any powers, so you know, we out here doing what we can. Oof. That oil.
I mean, you're alive.
I do be alive. Got that. don't know how good it's
Your
gonna
card
be.
gets declined at Chuck E. Cheese. Do they just keep your kid?
Yes. They're actually required to.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Bob, the ratsy kid.
Actually gone to a Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, they're terrifying.
Yeah, I hated it. It was so weird. It had one cool thing, and that was the VR roller coaster.
That was pretty cool.
And that was only really cool to me because I was afraid of normal roller coasters.
I feel that.
Still, I
Understandable.
don't like heights.
Yeah.
Shit's spooky.
Movies
I'm
down.
tall enough as is. I don't need nobody at an extra
Oh, no.
distance between me and the ground.
Yeah.
Friggin' I was up in Canada once at a theme park when I was a kid. And they had, on the top of this mountain, they had cleared the top of the mountain off and they put one of those giant towers that you drop on. Like, it rises your chairs up to the top of the tower and then just drops you.
Mm.
And they had that on top of this mountain in the center of the theme park.
Jeez. Yeah.
You had to like literally hike up the mountain to get to it. It was so obnoxious. And like, so awful. I didn't do it. Thank God no one forced me.
Yeah.
But like my mom and all my other family went up on it, and like just sitting on the mountain looking down at the theme park was getting me nauseous.
No, understandable. That sounds horrifying.
They also had this sick ass roller coaster. It was like the two-headed dragon. I don't know why I called it that because it had 3 loop-de-loops.
Hmm. Interesting.
It might have been the triple-headed dragon.
Why would you lie to us?
I don't remember. Like I was really young. But basically, it had 3 loop-de-loops, like, and they were all one right after the other.
Hmm.
And I remember throwing up right as soon as I got off that ride.
With good reason.
Like, I was okay with that roller coaster because it was, like, basically all on the ground.
Yeah. Understandable.
Like that was good roller coaster design to me. Just fast and upside down.
Yeah, I definitely was afraid of heights, like, as a little kid. But I lived in Colorado, so our good old school field trip most times was to go all the way up into the middle of the mountains on like really windy, small roads. So I got it scared out of me pretty quick.
Not imagine. You know what really the concept terrifies me is to be in the Great Plains.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I've never left the hills in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea of just like being out in like a massive field where I look around and I can't see nothing but field, and then I look up and it's all just sky.
Yeah.
Because like I have this weird like primal fear of like just gravity reversing and everyone falling into the ether. And in a field, I'd be completely defenseless to that.
Yes, you would.
But I also really want to go explore the country and experience the Great Plains at least once, even if it does awaken some ancient primal fear and just shut me down.
I don't know. I feel like I've been on enough road trips to not be that frightened by that anymore.
Yeah, I've done road trips, but I've never gone west.
Yeah.
I literally go north, south, east. I don't go over the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta at some point. It'll be good for
Not
you.
really.
It'll make you.
I can stay in the 13 colonies for the rest of my fucking life.
You can try, but I will find you.
People who had ancestors who were burned and gained the fear of fire were born with a fear of fire.
Hmm.
Wait, what? How does that work? What? I'm afraid of hitting ground more than the height I fly out of the Some people think how does that work? If my dad died by fire and I was already born, what? Did I just like my genes memorize that my dad died by fire and then my kids are like afraid of fire now?
I think it's more like if you're like if it's a common theme in death, the human psyche eventually develops to pass on, like, be afraid of this thing that's been killing humans over and over and over again.
Yeah, sounds right.
Because just the sheer amount of our mentality that is passed on via genetics itself, and the vice versa of how our genetics are affected by our mentality, it's one of those weird kind of matter things.
Building up the instincts or whatever.
Yeah.
I could buy that. Oh, and I will say, I agree, Don. I'm not afraid of the heights as much as I am just afraid of the ground. I enjoy flying.
Yeah. I get that. Although I definitely was just afraid of heights.
I almost got flung off a water slide once, and I said never again.
Understandable. That sounds horrifying. Not gonna lie.
One of those like 2 people tubes.
Oh.
And there was a person like 3 times my weight in the front, and I was in the back. So it was just pivoting me to the fucking sides.
Yeesh.
I was like,
Not fun. Okay.
You know what I refuse to ride are those Viking ship carnival rides where it's just a boat that swings back and forth.
Yeah.
Because when I was really little, I was not held down by the safety bar.
Oh no.
Because I was too little.
Yeah.
So it very much was just a holding on for dear life as I was literally being thrown back and forth in this goddamn chair. And my parents were sitting like 3 feet to the right and left of me, just having the time of their lives.
Now realizing the small child was soon to be yeeted out of this coil.
And it's like, you dumbasses, you're twice my size and the bar was set for your waist, not mine.
You're not wrong.
Oh, God. Man, why do we go to theme parks?
Because
half the machines are like 30-year-old breaking down with like the cheapest parts, death traps waiting to happen.
Well.
Hey, you just killed that guy.
I did just kill that guy.
Killed the champ.
Why would you do that?
For fun.
He was the champ.
Oh.
I'd just be walking through and killing, Peter.
You telling me you're not taking Hyper Beam, Eli?
No. I lose 3 focus.
It's Hyper Beam!
What focus? Do I go for the 3 relics and a curse? Or the extra energy in boss and elite combats?
Flavor collar.
Yeah. You're right.
Boss fights are where you struggle.
This is true. Don't point out my flaws to me.
Too late.
No. Alright, let's go fight the bastard one over here.
You know, I've been to Disney, what is it, Disneyland or Disney World, whatever's in Florida.
Disneyland.
People always give me shit because I say the wrong thing.
It's World.
Like, fucking get off Mickey Mouse's dick. Seriously.
I won't. I'm a furry.
I went there once. And I was
Dunked. That's a dunk on myself, Peter.
I went there once when I was like 5. or maybe I was 6, and like, I gotta say, my parents chose the worst time to take me.
Yeah.
And my brother, because they took him when he was a moody middle schooler, and they
Middle-aged.
took me when I was too young to remember.
Yeah.
It's like, man, you could have waited like 2 years. 2
Yeah.
years. We would have been the perfect ages to remember and enjoy. Instead, I was an idiot, and my brother was grumpy.
Yeah. It do be how
Like,
it is.
I remember, I got 2 distinct memories of Disneyland. It's piano steps, like the giant floor piano in front of the Rock and Roll Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I remember stepping on a few of those keys.
Fuck.
And I also remember almost falling into the horn on the Bayou boat.
Mm.
That's it. It's kind of worthless memories.
It do be happy sometimes.
I don't remember any rides. I don't remember any of the mascots or the fun foods and events.
Yeah.
If you got that Hyper Beam Plus, you could upgrade it to Hyper Beam Plus Plus Ultra.
Plus Ultra to go beyond. Is that what you
Yeah.
quoting at me, Peter?
Yeah, that is. That is exactly what it is.
Well, we don't do that here. Just, my lord, sir, play the card.
Your mouth's not?
It double clicks randomly. I love it so much.
Your full health. You got some good armor.
Yeah, got a good build going here.
You know, at least you're not dying.
Yeah. Ah, frick. The middle one's already regrowing. What the heck, man?
They serve. I guess they would serve alcohol at Disneyland. That makes sense.
What?
Dawn's talking about how go get some booze stuff at Disneyland now, which makes sense, I guess.
Mm.
A lot of parents need to like numb themselves from the kids.
That do be how kids be. Want to do enough damage to kill these boys. My goodness. There we go.
How they win. These boys beat you by not being able to do enough burst damage.
Yeah, this is true.
Another thing I dislike about this game is it kind of forces you to be able to handle all situations with your build.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a high survivability, low damage dealing build, you're gonna lose.
Mm-hmm.
If you have just a super fast, high damage build, you're gonna lose.
Yes.
You need to be able to shift between them, and it's like, yeah, man.
Gotta do it all. Would have been wasted. Yeah. That is fair. Oh, fuck it. God damn it.
I'm trying to murder the cow ghost, but my mouse just won't let me.
No, the problem is that he goes into a mode where he only takes 1 damage for every instance of damage.
Hey, he's your nemesis.
It's Shedinja.
He's a bastard, is what he is. And I didn't goddamn block this turn. My goodness. Alright, we're saving energy. Fuck you, good sir.
13 energy, 17 energy. Oh, God.
He is deserving this next round. Can tell you that much. Although I did just X-cost my ice away and then miss my apotheosis. That is no good.
Boy, you got like 70 something block and it's gone.
Okay, yes. Do leave. Sheesh.
Ow.
There we go. Yeah, let's get more chaos. Can always use more chaos. Chaos?
Chaos.
Chaos. Chaos, if you will.
Yes.
Fish. Look at these little worm fish.
The wormy boys.
Sleep good tonight.
Yeah, boy.
I'm gonna wrap me up in my nice little electric blanket, which, oh. Let me say, if you ain't got an electric blanket, you're missing out.
I probably am.
Yeah, probably.
You know, I have felt the warm touch of a lover in bed. The blanket wins.
Well, good.
I'm glad you found something that really fulfills you in life.
Yeah.
It was the best purchase.
Understandable.
Hell yeah, Don. Solidarity.
So rude. Understandable.
Look, if you don't agree, it's just because you haven't experienced it.
This is true.
No, I've experienced the electric blanket. The last time she was here, she brought it with and was like, look at it, it's a blanket. And I was like, okay. And then I was already underneath 3 blankets and sufficiently warm, so
Yeah.
she's kind of like,
Yeah, but like, you could think of this. 1 blanket, and it's hot.
But like, 3 blankets so I can have the perfect texture for each part of my skin that likes a different texture.
Mm-hmm. Got a point there.
My feet like flannel, my shoulders like fuzz.
I think I just like heated everything. Like, Emily, she has like heated seats in her car.
Mhm.
Oh, I loved getting rides in her car. I would heat my ass up every time.
Yeah.
It's a real pleasure. Like if I was stupidly rich, I would make it so all my furniture could heat my ass.
Yeah. And I do get that. Getting some warm ass.
That would be
is
my
very nice.
weird rich person thing.
Having some warm ass.
Yeah, just all furniture. You're like, you think that's a wooden chair? Surprise! It's got a heater in it.
Yeah, that is a way to be, in all honesty.
People would like look at me and they're like, "Dude, you live in Miami. Why do you need heated seats?" Like, you haven't experienced it.
You just
clearly.
don't understand.
Got cold ass.
You with your cold ass over there. What would
Cold
you
ass
understand?
having ass.
What would you know about the finer things in life? Me and my warm ass over here are living in the laps of luxury. And you, with your poor, sad, cold ass, must suffer.
The flatter the ass, the colder it is.
You're just calling everybody flat assed.
Yep.
Understandable. Equally devastating.
I aspire to be equal in my hatred, if nothing else.
Fair enough.
Computer, calm down.
Computer. I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading.
Really need to update my GPU and my CPU.
Yeah.
Could probably do to get another hard drive.
Probably do with a good actual gaming computer.
Look, it's just, I won't lie, it's a great investment, but like, you're just gonna be constantly wanting to invest in it, man.
Yeah.
I don't think that's exactly a bad thing.
Like, I don't even know why I need more hard drives. I shouldn't need more than the 3 terabytes of space I have. Yet I'm almost full.
Hmm.
And that don't feel right.
There's exactly one thing that makes me sad about my computer.
Hmm.
And that's the fans I got were supposed to be RGB, but they don't turn on.
Oh
Wow.
no.
That is a bummer.
You don't get to be as gay. So
I'm not a
sad.
real gamer.
You're not a real gamer.
Back in high school, I built one of my friend's computers
Hmm.
for him. Like, I was helping him build his PC. And, I gave him specifications of, like, what to order for, like, the build.
Yeah.
And he ordered the wrong case. He was like, I wanted this case. It looked cooler. And the case he ordered was for a mini computer.
Oh, Jesus.
So, like, it was half the size of his motherboard.
Oh, no.
So what we did is we went and got an old, like, 90s desktop from the dump. Like, we picked up one from the dump, and I stripped everything from the mini tower, and I rebuilt it into the old tower that was big and could fit everything.
Hmm.
And I somehow got it all to work. But the one thing that we like found at the end was that the old tower didn't have any fans, and his mini computer only had like some really weak ones. So I was like trying to figure out how the fuck I was gonna fit these fans in here. So we ended up just cutting the metal open on the old tower case and just wiring fans to it and pull which over. So it looks like a horrible Frankenstein PC.
Yeah.
It's such a monster, but it is goddamn powerful. And he has so much space inside that case to upgrade.
Nice.
And it also had a floppy disk drive that I managed to get working.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Everybody needs a good floppy.
Which that is like a commodity in today's market.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's true.
I have the old PC from the 90s just hanging around just because it has a floppy disk drive that I want to get to work again.
I can't believe I died to a basic monster.
Damn, accordion neck couldn't hold up.
He could not. All right.
Eek.
I think we can call it now.
Oh, can we? Oh, we got 10 more minutes though,
Okay, what's the
Eli.
phone number?
You can suck my cock for the next 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, if you say so.
Oh. All right. Well, that was fun. We sure did have a good time finishing Psychonauts, huh?
Yeah, it was
How you say it.
psycho nuts, if you will.
Psycho crazy, if you might.
What?
Yeah. But I think next we're gonna do Hades, I guess. Unless I think of something else. Who knows? Yeah. I would like to do Drunk Hades at some point. I don't know why, but that just sounds fun.
You should do some Hades cosplay. I think you can pull it off pretty well.
Yeah.
Get your hair dyed.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Get yourself a little Laurel.
Yeah. It would be fun, but I definitely do not have the crafting materials here to make something like that, or to dye my own hair. I know it's pretty simple. Like there's dyeing kits and stuff for it, but I don't think I would. At least not until I move out. But yeah, I think maybe Hades next.
Alright.
We'll see. We might talk about it a little bit more. Because I know it's my stream, but it's also for other people. So it's a little bit more up to what people want to watch than what I want to play, you know. But we'll get there. Tomorrow, we have one day to figure it out, and I will post it.
Dawn, you can decide.
Dawn decides.
Most active member in the chat. Go ahead and decide.
Are you in my Discord? You can suggest things to me there if you wish. Cool math games.
Cool math games. It's decided. Drunk cool math games.
It's not happening. It's not happening. I'm sorry.
You need to learn.
We should probably pick something that is near the top of the most viewed on this platform, Twitch. That's the name.
Yeah.
Baby Hazel Games. It's not happening. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. Play that while drinking and you'll suffer in ways you would never believe. I'd rather not. In all honesty, I would suffer much more and have a much better time drinking while playing League of Legends. And just watching Peter do jungle Anivia. Yeah.
We should do Drunk Civ.
Drunk Civ would be fun. I would not be against that. We don't have to have any motor skills for that.
Playing Egyptians, forgetting to build any wonders at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
I got chariots.
Yeah, we'll discuss it, and I'll post it on my social medias and such.
Yeah. Make a straw poll.
Straw poll? I don't... Maybe? I don't have anyone following my actual channel's social medias, really. So I would have to post it on my personal page.
Yeah. Post it in Twitch chat.
Post it in Twitch chat.
Yeah.
So that you, Peter, and Don can vote on it.
And maybe also Captain Donut.
I don't think Uncle Donut's here. I think he left.
No, he's not here. I thought we were talking about it for like tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, post it in Twitch chat tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll decide real fast and loose.
On stream, we'll decide on stream what we're gonna play.
We'll just decide like 4 games beforehand to put them in a little list, and then when we start, we'll just ask them.
Okay, but if Twitch doesn't pick up the game, then I have to shut down the stream and start over again.
Yeah, that's life.
Sounds like
Yeah, it's good. It's whatever. I love you,
We'll
Colonel
stick around.
Sanders. It's pretty good. We'll talk it out. But thank you to the 4 viewers left watching my stream, and anyone that watches the VOD afterwards. I will see you in the next stream, which for people on Twitch will be tomorrow 11 p.m. EST. And for anyone anywhere else, whenever you watch it, there you go.
What does EST stand for?
Eastern Standard Time. Do you live in the East, Peter?
Oh.
You'll figure it out when you sober up. It's fine.
Does not ask what AM and PM stand for.
It's something Meridian. Who knows?
I know what PM stands for. I never could figure out AM.
Don's talking to you in the chat.
Because if PM is post morning, AM like what, after morning? But it's
No, that's not what PM is.
It's not it at all. Not even close.
Prime Meridian.
No.
Close. A lot closer. Don's worried about you in the chat.
She's worried about everything. I did not.
She
I really
did
did not. I'm just stupid.
he do be kind of stupid sometimes. All right, we still haven't ended stream.
I just
Listen,
heard.
Peter, you're basically, you got like the basic Joes. It's not post morning. It's like Latin.
It's post meridian.
Like, yeah, and it means like afternoon, basically. And then anti meridian, which means before noon.
Yeah, it's a mess.
That's why I hate Romans.
That's why I hate August and July.
For the 5 people watching this stream, and my 2 fellows.
5 now.
My brother walked into my room after hearing I should put whiskey in squirt, and told me no, very sternly.
Understandable. I probably would too. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did, but yeah. Tomorrow, most likely Hades, possibly Civ, possibly League of Legends. Who knows?
Possibly Frog Detect.
You will know if you show up tomorrow at 11. But that's about all I got. So I will see you then. Do the boys in voice chat want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Goodbye.
All right, and we'll end on that.